Your boy Lex. I don't know what to think, but here we are in this ring. It seems so far from the truth, and I go hide in the booth. Can you feel the movement on spin? Can you see the curvature bend? Do you see when they spray the skies and they make up lies and do it again? Man, who's really in charge? How long has the lie been hidden? How long has time been broken? Cause every season is different. They tell you climate is changing. They say the global is warming. They think you'll need a vaccine, otherwise you'll die without warning. God put the stars, the sun, and the moon in the same sky. God put the devil on earth and let us reside at the same time. Maybe because angels betrayed God all over a slut lust. Then there was a reset, some of us call it a mud flood. Firmament permanently fixed to a plane, perfectly placed, impervious escape for the human race. This is God's work, so ask God first every day. And it's not curved, it is straight. It is not a planet, it's a plate. This the other side of Hell's Gate.
Man, that intro hits hard. You fucking bitch. I told you, do not be on that side of me. What's up, everybody? Oh, Lord, I don't know. Whoa, bro. Whoa, settle down.
Whoa.
Just because you got new headphones and shit, you coming in here like you own the place. What's up with that?
I'm coming in hot. What up,
Everybody
fam?
Congratulate Snoop on his new headphones right quick.
Thank you.
Congratulations, bro.
And you know what? Congratulate me on using this other mic instead of the other nonsense. So I don't have to have echo cancellation on. I sound like a normal podcaster. I don't look like a sports podcaster anymore.
That's a plus. I mean, you can still wear that on the Pick Is In, though. Which, by the way,
right.
That's a
Boom,
fucking
boom.
sweet shirt you got there, bro.
Yeah, dude. You know where I got it from?
You tell me.
I'm asking you, bro.
I think you got it at our store that you can get through phoneboothpodcast.substack.com. That's where I think you got it, from the merch store.
That's right. I did. Let me scroll on down to it.
What up, Blue?
It'd probably help if I looked at my computer screen when I do it.
Yeah, that might be a helpster there. Oh,
boom,
there you go.
Look at this bad boy.
That fly motherfucker right there.
Bro, I'm going to tell you, for $20, you can't even find a t-shirt this good for $20. I mean, this is amazing right here. And you've got all sorts of colors to choose from: light blue, navy, red, royal, sport gray, white, black, military green, dark heather, and natural. What the fuck color is natural?
It's like the nude color, like the skin color if you're white. Flesh tone. That's why they call it natural. It's fucked up, man.
I love them natties.
Oh, that's fucked up. So yeah, honestly, no bullshit. Even if you were buying a shirt without print on it, it costs the same as we're selling our shirts with print for. Like, literally, they're high quality shirts. So if you go to a store and just buy a t-shirt like this, it's 18, 20, 25 bucks. So you get our print on it for free. And Snoop might do a little surprise in each one. Just saying.
Hey, a little strange for some change is right up my alley.
Aloha.
Speaking of Allie is going to be joining us in the second hour, so everybody tune in and check out Miss Allie Angel. She'll be making an appearance at some point.
What?
So that's going to be exciting.
Will she?
I think so. I was told so.
Just fucking with you. I know.
I don't know. Maybe I got false information. There's a lot of it going around today, so who the fuck knows?
Blue Hemian Grove. That's good.
It's nice.
Who's Hemian? And why'd you blow him? Anyway. Oh, I digress. Yes.
What fucking terrible, what terrible timing.
Oh, wow. Bro. All right. You need to, change that change that battery, bro. Anyway. Whoo. No, there's not a bidet raffle. Sorry, Shiva. You're going to have to clean your own ass this week.
No, but you know what you can do is go to luxbidet.com, type in promo code Snoop, and you only pay 90%. So that's pretty good.
That's not the right way to say it, bro. That does not make it sound good. You only pay 90%.
But that's less than 100. That's better. It's like golf. The lowest is better.
Okay. Let's go with that. You only pay 90%. That's the reason that all stores advertise their sales that way. It's not 10% off. It's 90% paid. That's how they do it.
All right, Tedward Bernays. So that's a fucking propaganda marketing joke for those that don't get it.
Yeah, it's a good one. Holy shit! So I don't even. What are we here to talk about tonight? Snoop picked all the topics. I don't even know.
The first thing I want to talk about is PhoneBooth Podcast at Substack.com. Everybody go there and just give it a look-see or two.
It's free. Just go there and subscribe. Even put in a fake email. We don't care. It doesn't know. You can even click subscribe without using my email. Just go there. It makes us feel cool when our numbers go up. That's all. That's all we're asking for. Make us feel cool. I don't know what the problem is with that.
Dude, there's a bunch of content on here, not on the Here's the Thing page, but there's a bunch of other content out there. The Pick is In is doing great right now. Philosopher King, there'll be some stuff coming up, I believe. The Mind of Madness. This dude's putting out some bangers lately.
I fucking love Templar.
Isn't he the best?
Templar. He is. He's such a great dude.
And then, of course,
our episode that's coming out on Monday and is out on our Substack now is with Templar talking about Flat Earth, because it was Flat Earth Day, the day that 90% of the world's... Oh, speaking of 90%, there you go, Snoop. 90% of the world's population is in sun on that day, is in daylight at the same time on that day. How does that happen on a ball?
Wow. I never even thought about that.
They say... It's because it's the population, not the world, blah, 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 because most of the people live on one side of the globe. That's because they show you that ridiculous shit with the Pacific Ocean, where it's all ocean on one side and all the continents seem to be on the other side for some fucking strange reason. Anyway, I digress.
Can I ask a question?
Of course you can.
Do globes have sides?
Dude.
That's a weird one. That's a whole other episode.
I guess it's from the perspective of the viewer. It would be on my left, on my right, or stage left, stage right. I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't. They always say there's no up and down in space. People in Australia aren't upside down. There's no up and down in space. Like, okay. If you were standing, or floating, I should say, 150,000 miles away from Earth looking at it, you would go, hey, what's that on the bottom? You wouldn't say... what are you going to say if there's no up and down? Come on.
It's true.
What are you going to say?
True.
In the southern hemisphere, it's gay. Don't say that ever to me. Don't look at me and say that.
I'll tell you what does go up and down is all the prices at Can-Am Bullion.
Ooh,
and right
it happens
now,
to be down right now.
Yes, good time to buy. We're not expert finance givers, advice givers. What am I trying to say?
Or wordsmiths, apparently. Jesus Christ. You're a cipher, bro. That's what you are. Anyway.
A cipher sore eyes. Anyways, go to Can-Am Bullion, get yourself some metal, make sure it's heavy, because you're going to want a lot of it in these times.
How crazy is it that right now that gold is almost 4 times the value of platinum? There's a lot of rappers reconsidering their grills right now.
Well, you know what else is funny about them is like they're all about diamonds. Well, diamonds really don't hold much value either.
What are you talking about, bro? Diamonds are forever. Haven't you ever heard of that?
Bro, didn't you ever watch that fucking hardcore
Did you just
pawn
call
show
me Bo?
Bro, I said bro. Okay. Didn't you ever watch Hardcore Pawn? They would give out diamonds with their gold purchases.
That's cool. Well, first of all, I think diamonds are retarded because all they are polished rocks. That's literally all it is. People are fucking weird. I don't know.
Well, you're a guy. They're a girl's best friend.
First of all, don't assume my fucking gender. All right.
How dare I?
Second of all,
I digress.
A brother can like some diamonds too, man. It's no big deal, but I don't. I don't like any jewelry. The only thing I wear is this. That's fucking it.
All right.
God damn it. I can't believe this is actually happening here. I cannot believe this. You heard it here first. Fucking Snoop's chirp. Damn it.
I mean, they don't know it's mine. Maybe it's yours. I got a fucking rat, dude.
You can.
Snitches get stitches, bro.
Fucking Moulignon is ratting on us. It's all right, man. It's all right. Oh, God. You crack me up, Snoop. So, yeah, get yourself some gold, silver, platinum, bullion, bars, coins, all that good stuff. Do it. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Just do it. Do it.
Oh, we already talked about that one.
We talked about that. What are we here to talk about, Snoop?
Well, no, what do you want to start with, man? We got a bunch of shit to talk about. I didn't think we had much, but we have quite a bit.
I know, and we got Allie in 45 minutes, bro. You better pick up the pace.
All right, let me get to my book of marker here. So
are you mocking me because I'm fucking Italian, bro?
Oh no, I would never do that.
My book of marker.
I want to talk about flock cameras for a second, and I want to play this video that our homegirl.
In 2 weeks,
Shady,
we have an episode coming up about flock cameras with DFIR James, a computer person in the. He's like, you have no clue what they're doing. Wait till I talk to you. I can't wait. Can't wait. It's gonna be good. Okay, go ahead.
That's exciting. I didn't know about that, but check this video out. Our good friend Shaney posted this one, and check this out.
Oh, this is so good.
Leave flock cameras alone. There's no need to label all the flock cameras in your area. And don't put plastic bags over them either, because all that does is cost the company time and money. Grow up. I know that you can use a $50 high-powered blue or green laser like this one to permanently blind flock cameras, but come on, guys. Why? Definitely do not use the camera map on deflock.org.
That's my favorite.
To find cameras, approach them from behind on foot with a spray paint extender and spray them. And if you do that, at least make sure that you have your phone in your pocket so we can identify you using the Bluetooth and 5G. There is no reason to spend $20 on a hard hat and high visibility vest and then buy a $30 Sawzall with diamond tip blades to cut down the entire pole. That's because the cameras and solar panels are clamped with a simple 8mm socket, so you're just doing too much. The cameras have about 12 hours of backup battery, so they will be transmitting Bluetooth and 5G that we can use to track you. So under no circumstances should you put the camera
music too
inside of a Faraday bag while the battery runs itself out and then break them down for parts, because that would prevent us from finding you, and nobody wants that. If you do any of these things, it's important that you do not buy a pair of Vader facial recognition blocking glasses, because then it would be impossible for us to identify you and charge you with a class 4 misdemeanor, which is typically just community service or a small fine. And for the love of God, do not attend your city council meetings and demand that they cancel your city's flock contract. We need these cameras. Peter Thiel is a benevolent overlord, and we should all be grateful that he loves us enough to keep us safe. Grow up.
Yeah, guys, grow up, okay? Don't do it. Don't do it.
Just don't do it.
Don't do any of that. It's bad.
But, you know,
they're for your safety.
Dude, LA has already decided to get rid of cameras.
Real quick, can everybody make the connection now that clearly these data centers are for all the flock cameras and everything they're putting up for complete and total Orwellian mass surveillance? We all can put that together now, right? I mean, I'm sure it's for other things too, but what good are cameras to you if you're not backing them up so you can go back and look at them? You have to back them up, because if not, they're just live feeds and then, oh, this happened, but we can't. No, they're storing it for at least 6 months, a year, if not longer. They're probably storing it forever, but at a minimum, they're going to store it for a while because that's how they use it against you. So where are you going to store millions? This is millions of cameras. I don't even know how many. They're everywhere already, and they're only growing more. And now they have these new ones. I fucking forget. Oh, actually, James tagged me in the video where people who used to work for Flock left Flock and started their own business that now they can clip onto street lights and they use their power source. You won't even see them. You won't even know they're there. And again, with the software update, they can do live stream video. Data centers are for backing up all the camera footage that they're going to acquire when they put cameras everywhere with facial recognition, with all of that. We are literally living in these times now. It's not like a joke anymore. It's not like, I've said it before, I'll say it again. If you showed people reality today and you showed it to people 15, 20 years ago, they would think it was some dystopian sci-fi movie. They literally would, because look at Minority Report when that came out and there was cameras everywhere and it was reading his eyes and he literally got his retinas changed out or his eyeballs or whatever the fuck it was, so they couldn't scan. Like, that's where we're at. The pre-crime thing, they're starting that with AI. They're starting that with everything. With you said these things online, so therefore this thing says that you're likely to commit a crime. We are there. We're on the nice side of it right now, where people don't realize, but it's so fucking close, man.
Dude, you mentioned those data centers are going to be used for all these cameras, but you know what else they're used for? Is the fucking cloud that everybody freely wants to upload all of their stuff to. You know what I'm saying? Like when you post something to the cloud, you're saving it to somebody else's computer. Okay?
Yes.
Like, that's retarded. Why would you
agree
even
with
want
that,
to do
but
that?
I also believe, I mean, there's more people saving more things. I know. But they've been storing shit on the cloud for a long time, man. And they didn't need these. And all of a sudden they need, it's not like we need this one big data center, because we need them everywhere all the time. In multiple states. Like, so yes, I think that's part of it, but like, that's a small part of it. But to your point, saw another video the other day, and it's something we've talked about. I think you and me, maybe even offline, but anyway, it's neither here nor there. Motherfucker. It's neither here nor there. Wow. See? Oh, I'm not going to say what I was just thinking. Anyway, where was I? Oh, so people stopped saving stuff on, like, stupid. You believe people used to use floppy disks? Yeah. And we didn't pay for cloud storage, and we didn't allow other people to see our shit. It's the same shit they did with the headphone jack. They took the headphone jack out of our phone, and now they want to sell $150 earbuds or whatever. Like, they took shit away to make more money off you, and that's what they're constantly doing. And now it must be nice to be someone who truly believes that you're just borrowing some of their server space and you're going to put your stuff on it and no one has access to it. And it's safe because they said so. Like, dude, they can get to anything they want at any time. And all they have to do is say they suspect you of committing a crime, and they can do it legally. So where the fuck are we, man?
Dude, we're right where you said earlier. We're in the dystopian times that we've been seeing in movies. Like, we're there. Like, but like you said, you called it the nice stage. I don't know if that's the verbiage I would use, but yes, we're at the beginning stages where it sounds good in theory, but
yeah,
you know, at the end of the day, the repercussions are just damning. You know, it like once you go flock, you can't go back, dude. Like,
yeah.
And it's so invasive. I didn't even realize these things have fucking Bluetooth on them. Like, they're tapping into your Bluetooth every time you go by them. Like, that shit's crazy.
Yeah, they're picking up everything. They can tap into your car stuff, and they claim they don't, and they don't use it, but they can. They can. They for sure do. It's ridiculous to think otherwise, honestly.
Yeah,
Honestly.
Dude, New York Post posted an article yesterday. LAPD halts crime-fighting license plate cameras amid argument over video rights. And good for LA. Of all the places, I can't believe
that's what's a little
that.
bit crazy. The only thing I can think of is because some celebrities are getting caught doing some shit on camera that they don't want. And so people in high places that live in LA are doing something about it, because for LA to cut that back, that's weird. But that's what I don't get. You see all these videos out constantly now, all of a sudden, which I'm sure it's a psyop like everything else, of all these people getting pissed off of people recording on the sidewalk. Like, what are you recording? Like, constantly, people getting in fights, cops pepper spraying them, cops not knowing the rules and the laws and all this bullshit. But yet, the people don't give a shit about all the cameras that the government have around us, recording us all the time. Like, these people who are bitching that someone is recording them is literally being recorded by other cameras at that exact moment that they're bitching about it. It's fucking retarded.
Dude, I watch a lot of those videos, and I gotta say, I do enjoy watching them, because they're good, and they're very informative to me. And
they make me angry.
What people don't realize is like you're going to get upset about a guy holding a camera out in public filming, and like you said, there's cameras everywhere. What people don't seem to understand is that I can go put in a FOIA request and get that camera footage. Now I'm still filming in public using their footage.
Yeah, it's fucking retarded. And at the same time, it's the same people, just like during COVID, who would come up to you and yell at you for not wearing a mask. These people are coming over to you to yell at you to not record them. Like, are you fucking retarded? You're coming closer. Exactly. You're coming to the camera that you're saying you don't want to be recorded by. At that moment, I have zero respect for you because you're a fucking idiot. It's ridiculous.
And there are a lot of idiots out there. Like, it's amazing to me how many people will come up and they'll say, oh, well, it's illegal to film me in public. Like, they've never heard of the paparazzi. They've never seen a Britney Spears TMZ video. Are you fucking insane? How do you think they get away with that? You think they're just they're in the 30-mile zone. So
I don't get why these people that are recording these videos that the people are getting mad about don't. The first thing I would do if somebody came up to me bitching about me recording them is point out every other camera that's recording them. They never do that.
No, a lot of them do.
They never fucking do that. I've never seen one ever, and I watch a lot of those. So I believe you. I'm just saying I want to see one of those that are like, what about that camera? What about that camera? They never do that in the ones I've seen.
Dude, check out Bay Area Transparency. Shout out to Bay Area Transparency. I think he's one of the best in the game. And what he does is he goes to these, government buildings. The city clerk's office and your government buildings. He's not just out on the street filming in front of a fucking marijuana dispensary just because it's,
Yeah, I mean, so those I'm a little iffy about. I'm kind of like. Because those, not that I'm big on laws, I'm just saying that could technically in some form or fashion violate HIPAA because you're recording somebody. I know, just like abortion. I know. I'm just saying, like, but the point to me is, like, that's not where they should be doing it. Like you said, he does it at better places. Because, like, why are you trying to, like, maybe get that person in trouble who's going. What if their boss sees this video and they're like, oh, you're going and getting weed, I'm going to fire you. It's fucking retarded. But continue. Sorry.
So, like, what people are doing, doesn't violate HIPAA because they don't have any HIPAA agreement and they're still in a public setting. Now, I guess with the weed, it could be a funny thing because, like you just mentioned, your boss could see it or whatever. But, like, what people like Bay Area Transparency do is they go and they expose bad government employees.
That I love.
Yeah. And, like, I had Direct D on the podcast, on the Here's the Thing podcast about a year or so ago. And, what he does is something even different. He goes out and finds bad policing. He instigates the police to come after him and calls them out on their bullshit. So I'm trying to get him back on. I was just talking to him last week. I'm trying to get him to come on again because he's an interesting fellow.
He gives you the direct D. But what I was going to say it's fucking ridiculous. Every cop should have to have some minute, at least, amount of law school. Because when I see these fucking cops that literally don't know the law and they don't understand, whenever a cop says, you have to listen to this because I'm the law and I'm telling you, that's not how it fucking works. Period. And the fact that you don't know the fucking law and you're gonna fucking sound dumb to me pisses me off to no extent. And then you add on that these motherfuckers don't ever take into account that you work for us. We pay your goddamn salary. And don't get it twisted. Like, if I worked for any government job, I would take that responsibility and be like, taxes are paying my salary. I have a responsibility to people. That's why I'll never do it. Fuck that. Fuck you. But they do. They work for us. And to have this, you do what I say because I'm an officer? No. You always give me the fucking benefit of the doubt. because
That's right.
I pay your fucking salary.
And it's innocent until proven guilty, right?
Allegedly.
And oh shit, what's the point I was just gonna make? Fuck, I forget what. Shit, I lost it. I was gonna make a good point.
That Ted always derails you.
Yeah, no, it wasn't Ted's fault. Snoop's fault for being retarded.
Wicked retarded.
What was just saying?
Cops, people, direct D.
Cops, yeah. Oh, these cops, their education, they go to police school for 6 months. That's it. It only takes six months to become a police officer. Do you know how long a barber has to go to school to cut your hair? 2 years.
I was just gonna say I went to school for much longer than that to work on people's fucking air conditioners, bro.
No, but I'm talking to cut hair. 2 years, and I'm not trying to hate on barbers. Like I made a post about this a couple of years ago, and I have a friend that's a barber. He got mad at me, and he was like, "Hey, put some respect on us." I go, "No, dude, I'm not hating on barbers or people that cut hair. I'm focusing on the police here. Like this is crazy that it's only 6 months worth of training. Like you said, they need to take some law school. They need to have some classes.
And how much of that is actually worrying about laws? Out of that 6 months, what else are they doing in that time? And it's like school. They go to it for ever many hours a day. So that 6 months is cut down to 3-4 weeks of actual time. Then it's how much of that did they actually spend on fucking law? And how much were they spending on handgun training and how to fucking use the radio terminology and all that bullshit and their procedures and now like I never would have wanted to be, but I don't want to be a cop right now, especially because even if you're a good cop who respects people, who knows that you work for them, who does all that, if you do one thing and some fucking retarded liberal jury decides that you did something wrong and you go to jail for the rest of your fucking life, it's insane. I don't know how anybody does it right now.
Well, dude, you know what else is another fallout of this? Is that you have a bunch of cops covering up for bad cops because they don't even know better. You know what I mean? Like, if you had a good cop, he would say, hey, dude, you fucked up with that guy over there. We can't do that. It's violating his rights, something like that. But all these other cops are like, yeah, man, we'll just hit him with this. It's fine. Like they don't.
Let's find him.
Ugh.
The whole world's fucked, bro. We're all fucked. It's all fucked.
Stop it. Have some hope, Ted.
Well, again, I do have hope. Like, I don't live in this world. I come on this podcast to talk about this world because I don't live in this world. Like, when I'm doing my thing in my life, I don't talk about any of this bullshit because it's all fucking retarded and we don't know what's true and what isn't. And all of that nonsense. But what we do know is cops need to fucking take a beat and realize that they work for us. And I get it. When you're dealing with some people, they're fucking assholes. They might have a gun. They might do this. Don't sign up for that job if you can't maintain composure under those circumstances. I'm sorry. But that's what it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be held to a higher caliber than everyone else, and you motherfuckers are in the street acting like Karens now. This is absurd.
Bro, I saw a video. There was a cop near his cop car, and he was like under a tree, and like an acorn or something fell off.
I was just gonna say, and he fucking shot the car up. The lady that was handcuffed in his car.
In the car, yeah.
Dude,
what the fuck, bro?
Yeah. She's handcuffed in the car. An acorn falls out of the tree, hits the cruiser, makes a pop noise like an acorn falling out of a tree on a car would. The cop turns around and empties his fucking clip into the car with the handcuffed girl that he already searched before he put her in there. Or she. Was it a female, male? It was a male, right? Cop.
I would say I remembered as a guy, but
and the criminal was a woman, right? The criminal was a woman, right? I think.
I think the criminal was a guy.
Oh, whatever. Fuck it. It doesn't really matter. They emptied the fucking clip into the goddamn car because an acorn fell.
Into the car. Handcuffed suspect in the car. Like, that's
what
fucking
about, did you see that video the other day where like a few weeks ago where that cop shot the other cop joking around?
No.
There's these two cops standing, male cops, in a parking garage. And you see the dash cam of another cop pull in. And you see the male cop pull out his gun, like joking around, like, oh, I'm going to shoot you. And he puts it away, ha, they're laughing. And then all of a sudden you see in the fucking windshield, and she fucking shoots him through the fucking thing and hits him. Like, listen, I love women and I respect women. And I know all women wouldn't be bad at being cops, but women shouldn't be cops. And I mean this out of love, because women shouldn't be protecting anyone except their children or other children. That's the only people women should have to worry about protecting. You shouldn't be out there protecting and serving the community. Men should be standing up doing that. And again, it's not that all of you can't, but look at who's representing you out there. Look at the fucking the Secret Service agents that have been women that have fucking done, like, just, I'm not saying go make a sandwich, because you can do so much more, but maybe do that instead of being a cop, because it's not a woman's place to protect the community. It's the man's place, period. Anyway, I digress, and half the women probably hate me now.
These views upon women are not the views of Snoop Up Poop. These are strictly from Ted Theodorable Logan. I got, dude, since we were talking about the cameras here, I got one last little video I wanted to play, because we got a lot to talk about, but I wanted to get this out while we're still here.
This is a lot of data that will, once you start intaking it, can just run and train a lot of these supercomputers and create a dossier on a kid that grows into an adult. It's kind of like when you think about Ring cameras.
That's French.
I really hate doorbell cameras so
it's
much.
also one word I'll probably
people who
never
have
use
them.
in an actual sentence in my life. But
and I think that in many ways, a doorbell camera has done more for a single mother who lives alone than any of our laws have in terms of safety.
Pause it real
However,
quick.
I think about the kids who play in the streets of.
I want to say that, drop the big screen if you can. There's a lot of people who will have a problem with me saying this because you've given in and you've drank the fucking Kool-Aid.
It's not Kool-Aid, it's Gatorade, Ted.
If you have a doorbell camera, especially a Ring or any of those at your house, you're an idiot. Period. There you go. Because if you really want to keep track, if you're like, oh, I use it to my kids, blah, 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 there's other ways to do that where it's not connected to where police have access to it. Because police have access to your Ring doorbell cameras, period. They have access to most of those. There's a couple companies you can buy them that they only work on a local network, and then you can tap into your own local network and see them. They do not send it Wi-Fi out and all that. So there's ways around it. So please, if you have a doorbell camera, get rid of it, because everyone's answer is, I'm not doing anything wrong. What do I care? Right now, you're not. But what about when they change the laws to something that you know is right, they say is illegal and wrong?
Like having your family members visit while there's a pandemic or something.
Yeah, I mean, they would never do that.
Never.
I mean, they would never say who could come to your house. Or say they decide that, like China did at one point, that you're only allowed to have 2 children. Mm-hmm. What if you have a third kid? They come fucking kill it because you have a doorbell camera, because you thought it was cool to be able to see when your Amazon packages got delivered. Like, we talk about changing shit, but people are inviting this stuff in their house, man. I don't have an Alexa or any of those things. I bought the oldest TV I could possibly get my hands on, hoping it has the least technology in it. It does. I still have tape over my cameras. I still don't say anything important in front of it. Yes, I'm that fucking crazy. I don't care. I don't have any cameras in my house except for the one that we use when we go out of town because our cats, we gotta, check on them. So that I turn on. It's only on a local network. That's it. Blah, blah, blah. That's all. I don't have anything else in my house that can read it.
39 minutes. Ted is a cat warrior.
I'm a animal lover. All right, bro. Period.
39:36. Yeah, no, I agree. Like, if you're gonna have cameras at your house, make sure it's on a closed circuit. Make sure it's your feed, not every.
Yes.
Do you remember? I think it was right after the Super Bowl. I think it was Templar and I think, did an episode, and we talked about these cameras and how Amazon is using them, and how they're just making like this. What's the right word? Like a whole, Amazon Sidewalk. Yes, that's exactly what we were talking about. Amazon Sidewalk now uses the Ring to monitor. And if you remember, there was that big commercial during the Super Bowl that they said, "Oh, if you're missing your pet, you can use Ring and this and that."
Yeah,
and
because that's what they'll use it for.
Oh, it's all fucking creepy and scary and dystopian, and the Minority Report. I mean, we're already here, man. And even before Minority Report, which you mentioned earlier, there was Enemy Within the State, or whatever it's called. Enemy in the State.
Enemy of the State?
Of the State?
Yeah, I think.
Dude, like...
Oh, what up, Bill and girls? I hope they're not listening because I'm using foul language. Just have it on silent.
Hello, Bill. What's that guy up
Hello,
to?
Bill.
Haven't seen him in weeks.
He's up visiting his daughters. That's what he's talking about.
Well, I'll tell you what, Bill. I can't wait to visit you in less than 30 days. We are now.
We're 3 weeks out, I think. Wait, where are we at? What's the date?
28 days or so. We're still 4 weeks.
Next week will be 3 weeks. Okay. Yep. So for those of you who don't know what he's talking about, we will be at Bohemian Grove, and as long as Top and Raven keep their word, we will be on stage chatting it up with some people. We don't know who yet. It'll be fun. They haven't announced everybody. It's going to be big people. It's going to be fun. Good time. Snoop will be there. I'll be there. Bill will be there. Jonah might be there. Some other people might be there. We'll see. We
may have a Miller Lite or two. It'll be fun.
That's August 8th in Wildwood, Florida. Look it up at toplobster.com. You can get tickets there. Has all instructions, all that shit. We'll be there hanging out. We'll kick it. If you like us, come kick it with us. It'll be fun in person.
Yo, VIP, let's kick it.
Do. Chirp, 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 chirp. If you
Templar...
put on a blue, hold on. If you put on a Bohemian Grove, we will be there. We'll co-headline it with you. Or we'll be fifth line. We don't care.
That's right. I'll lead the show off. I don't care.
Wish I was there. We wish you were there too, Templar. You were invited, but it's a long way for you. It's a long way for Snoop too, but Snoop has more to gain, so he'll be there.
Well, I don't know about that, but we'll see. We'll see.
No. That would be hilarious. Why would we use a sample like that? No, Snoop forgot to change his battery. Sorry.
I'm a forgetful type of guy.
It's the summer and he got a suntan and magically he forgot to change the battery.
So yeah, are we done with the cameras?
Yeah, we need to talk about Tyler Robinson before Allie gets here.
Okay. You want to get into that now? Or do you want to talk? I just briefly wanted to talk about these Trump accounts real quick, if you want. Or we can save it for later.
No. Talk about them. Go ahead. Allie, she can talk about this too. Don't worry.
Okay. These Trump accounts. So just last week, Trump accounts are no longer going to be optional. So if you ever plan on having a child in the USA, you should read what I found. According to the Social Security Administration's announcement last week, they are modifying the hospital birth registration form so that a Trump account is automatically created for your child through that same process.
Hold on. What the fuck is a Trump account?
So these Trump has decided whenever someone has a child, they will be entitled to $1,000 in a bank account called the Trump account, and then I guess it's redeemable when the kid becomes an adult, and it could be used towards college or whatever. A
carrot. So dangling a carrot. Yep. Go ahead.
Right. It sounds great in theory, like, oh, this could be used for a child to purchase their first home. If you deposit $10 a week into this account, it'll be worth this much by then. But it's bundled into the enumeration at birth program, which is the already automated government pipeline that gives your newborn a social security number. It's one box that you check. You don't have the option of unbundling it. So if you want your kid to have a social security number, they have to have a Trump account. Now, this is all just another way for them to be invasive into your life and control part of your life. Listen, having a social security number is not a law. You do not have to get your kid a social security number. It's not a requirement to be a citizen in the United States. A lot of people don't understand this. But what you're doing when you register your child in this is you're putting them into the system. You know, like, you're a documented, registered child once you have that social security number. It's like the numbers that, those other people used in the 40s, the 30s and 40s, that other group of people, they used to number people. This is no different. This is just the same thing. It's just a way for them to track you, track your spending, track what you're spending your money on,
Except ours have 9 digits instead of 6. It's the only
difference. We have more people, Ted.
How many digits are in 6 million?
There's 6 million of them.
Well played.
Or is it only 271? I can't remember.
Anyway, yes, you don't have to do any of this shit, and they scare you with that. If I don't have a social security number, how's my kid going to go to school? They'll be stupid. They won't be able to go. They won't learn. How am I going to take them to the doctor? How are they going to get their driver's license?
It's just
they
straight
get
up
you with ignorance, and I don't mean that in a mean way, because ignorance is just the lack of knowledge. You don't know. Which is a great segue. Check out our episode with Brandon Joe Williams this week. It's out now,
man.
Everywhere.
I need to watch the rest of it. I caught a few minutes of it, and damn, that guy is good, dude. He seems to be well versed in his shit,
and he's actually practices what he preaches. Like, we couldn't cover it all on the episode, but on his website he posts all of it, all as he's going through each court thing, as he's going through everything. It's all there. So go look it up. Go look it.
Go. And do you know where you can find it? The PhoneBoothPodcast.substack.com.
Hopefully soon it will just be PhoneBoothPodcast.com, because you have to have Substack for a year or whatever before you can switch it to your own web address. So hopefully we can do that now.
Yeah, that should be any time now. Coming up.
Yep. Moving on up.
Dude, I'm into it. Dude, so let's talk about Swiss Family Robinson.
Is that who it is?
Well, I figure they gotta be, because this whole case is just foreign and wild. Like, it's unbelievable to me that people are still willing to just like eat up what they're fed, like when it comes to this story. Like, that people are already calling this guy guilty without there being zero evidence of anything. And I think it's really wild that all these right-wing influencers just went out there yesterday because they were invited by Erica Kirk to come sit in on the trial. And then all of a sudden, all these same right-wing social media influencers are all pushing the same narrative.
It's like the white binders all over again.
Yes.
Or what were they? White, red, white? What were they? White?
I didn't get one. I don't know.
Anyway, yeah, it's the same bullshit. Same old
it's
bullshit,
the
bro.
Same damn playbook, just over and over and over.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Like, if there was legit video footage of the shot being taken, we would have seen it by now.
I would assume so. But then you got to ask yourself, are these people really just tanking their careers right now? Or do they think it's just going to pass over? Or do they think it's never going to come out and they're just going to say everything's locked down so no one can ever see it? So we just have to take their word for it.
What do you mean tanking their careers? I'm sure they get handed a nice payment to
But
spread
what I'm
propaganda.
saying if they're out there saying that this footage exists and the footage doesn't actually exist, and then the trial's over and everyone does FOIA requests and they do all this shit and they eventually find out that they lied, you think it's just going to be so long that everyone will forget? Or no one cares? Or what? I don't know.
Well, or is it like, if you remember on 9/11, they just snatched up a bunch of video footage so it could never get released. Like there was those hotels, by the Pentagon.
The gas stations, yep, the hotel, all of it was gone.
Yeah,
and but they're saying this is being played in court, which would be public record.
Supposed to be, but allegedly the judge ordered all cameras and electronic devices off. But there's other people posting on here.
Is it a federal trial? Because normally they only do that in federal trials.
Dude, that's the other thing, is it's not even a fucking trial yet. These are just the preliminary hearings.
Yeah, that's right.
This isn't even a fucking trial yet. The trial doesn't even start till September.
On the 11th?
No, I think it's... I think it's the 4th, which would be a week before it.
Well, then something big will happen a week from the first day it starts.
Well, and I would have to think that, with as many people that were there that day, randomly shooting footage with their cell phones, there would be in the background, you would see him on the roof or something. There would have to be, right?
We already know that it's bullshit. Because the shadow disappearing, them claiming that they found his DNA on a screwdriver that he used to disassemble the rifle, but then they found the rifle reassembled, but he left the screwdriver on the roof. So how do you disassemble it with the screwdriver, but then reassemble it without the screwdriver? All the text messages happen in the middle of the night that anyone could have used his phone. There's just so much bullshit. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if he's in on it, if they're all in on it, if it's all bullshit, if he's being set up. I don't know. But I know this isn't just the normal cut and dry, some nerdy, liberal, gay-loving person took his grandpa's rifle or whatever the fuck the story was and shot some dude and did all that. Like, that's not what happened. Something happened here. But I don't know if we'll ever know the truth. I don't know if we'll ever know.
So the other thing is that like they're trying to show these videos of it, and no doubt maybe he was at the campus that day. You can show me video of the Challenger, and I'll say, yeah, okay, he was there. That doesn't prove anything. Just because someone is there doesn't prove anything.
Mm-hmm.
They arrested 2 other people that day. Nobody's talking about them. And also. If you're going to disassemble and reassemble a gun, like there's supposed video evidence of him walking around with a rifle in his pants, like he can't bend his leg. That's what they're claiming.
Jinkos?
So why the fuck is he gonna have the rifle assembled and be walking around like that, and then get up on the roof,
disassemble it?
Why not just assemble it on the roof? I mean, that's just, see, these things just don't make sense to me.
And you're retarded, and you even thought of that. So like.
Thank you. That's 53 minutes. Ted, give Snoop a compliment. Oh, man. I'm going to quit the podcast live.
Oh, are you? Can I ask these questions?
May I ask these questions? It's no sacrifice. Anyways.
Good Lord. Yeah, no, so this dude didn't do it, but I don't know. It's like a Lee Harvey Oswald thing. We're never going to know the truth. Someone's going to come in the courtroom and shoot him or something. It's going to be, and Erica Kirk's going to cry harder with no tears and have more tissues. And fucking, I don't care, man. I don't care. We're never going to find out the fucking truth. It's done. It's done. We just need to figure out.
Yeah. Isn't it a conflict of interest when Erica Kirk invites all these people and they all post similar posts talking about it, saying the same thing? Like,
listen, bro, if you and me were somewhere, we would probably have the same opinions about something because we're alike, all right? They're just all really alike. So they're all saying the same exact words and capitalizing the exact same words. It's just a coincidence because they're all fucking patriots and you're not. And you don't understand how patriots think, bro. God. You don't even understand. This thing has the worst timing.
So, dude, let's watch this video that you played because I haven't seen it yet. So I'd like to see what's going on in this video.
I don't know how anybody can rule out the exploding mic theory after watching the video I'm about to show you right now. But before I show you this video, in the court hearing yesterday, they literally said that there were fragments found on Charlie Kirk during the autopsy that don't match the weapon system that Tyler Robinson supposedly used. Now,
so that right there, pause that.
Plural. But also, we don't even need...
If that's true, I haven't looked at any of the transcripts. If that's true, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? So anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, why even stash the rifle? Like, you're gonna find both of their DNAs on that towel that was wrapped around the gun. That I can believe. Okay, they share the same towel. Okay, maybe their DNA is on the towel. But why are you gonna stash that there? Reassemble it, put it together, hide it, conceal it with that towel. It just seems like you're planting something to be found. It's almost like, hey, come look at me. Here I am.
No.
Okay, I'm just a fucking crazy conspiracy theorist. What do I know?
This evidence. We don't need an autopsy to know that a 30-06 is not the weapon that was used to kill Charlie, because a 30-06 would have literally blown out his entire neck. It might have decapitated him. This is a weapon system, a very high-powered weapon system that we can use to do ballistic testing on and show what it does to a piece of flesh and bone. And Charlie's neck is absolutely not going to stop a 30-06. But just watch this video of this mic. Watch the mic, the arrows right there. You can see an explosion. You can see the shirt gets lifted where the mic is, and a white little plume right there.
Counting or not counting gang violence? Great.
Watch the mic, and you'll see right there a plume of almost smoke or compressed air comes out from underneath his shirt right there, and you see this bulge in his shirt. That's all compressed air. That is force coming out of that mic. Now the mic is all the way up towards the right side of his neck. There's an explosion happening in his shirt. You don't shoot somebody in the neck and have your shirt move like that. That is a compressed explosion going off in his shirt, making her shirt fly up like that.
Bro,
you can see it clear as day in slow motion frame. If he got shot from here with a 30-06, it would not do that. You cannot make that make sense to me. So if it wasn't a 30-06 used by Tyler Robinson, then how did he actually die? I think, and I've said this from very early on, that it was an exploding mic. And who uses exploding mics and devices and pagers that might have also had some motive to take out Charlie Kirk because he's the most influential person amongst the young right-wing voters and demographic who was also turning on Israel and heavily criticizing them? I don't know. But there's somebody out there who has the means, opportunity, and intent to do that. We just have to figure out who that is.
Can't imagine.
I have no idea who it could be.
No, none.
Oh man, the 30-06 is really another giveaway for me. I just don't think that someone has this man of steel neck that could stop it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe
he
there's
was a patriot, bro. Did you know that? We've been through this with other people.
And as everyone knows, Patriot has strong spine.
They do.
It is. I mean, that's a great video right there. Like, that's a really great video showing, the shirt like that. I don't know what else could cause that. Is there a reasonable...
They tried to claim like I don't even remember, like the power of the bullet going in would cause a force to come out and all this bullshit before when people were saying
went through the shirt, maybe I could see that, but not. It doesn't even touch the shirt though. And
no, the only time I've heard of that is there has been cases of when someone shot at point blank range with the gun literally against the skin and their body goes and it like will pop a button or something because all the gases are expended inside their body. That's not going to happen when the gun's on a rooftop however fucking far away. So it doesn't apply here. I'm just saying that's the only time I've ever heard of anything like that.
Yeah, it also what's really boggling my mind is like the angle. If somebody's on a roof and they're shooting, like to hit someone in the neck like that seems like that's a pretty tough shot. Like,
especially for a little pansy like that, right?
And I mean, maybe he was aiming at his chest and fucking missed, but you know, even like the odds of that bullet being able to hit that spot is what's more important, because I just don't think that it's possible.
It's like, almost like when Kennedy got shot, right? Crazy fucking hit, right? The magic bullet. Crazy hit.
Right? Same playbook over and over and over and over. It's just fuckers. It's getting gross at this point. Do you?
Man.
Let me ask you a question. Like, is there like some way that, like, if enough people wake up, like, can this stuff stop happening? Like, or is that just a fucking conspiracy theory in itself? Like,
well, I can only give you my opinion because we don't know, because anyone's ever never done it. But literally, if everyone decided tomorrow to stop playing into this system, what would they do? They could try to start rounding people up, and if people break, yes, it wouldn't work. But if people held their ground, there's nothing they could do, because I firmly believe that a lot of the military wouldn't do anything to American citizens to hurt them, because they're, well, I hate using that term now, but just give me some slack with the term citizen, because fucking that's not a good thing. But American people who live here, I don't think most of the military, I think there's some, but I think it would come down to them defending people, because they're people too who grew up with these people. And I know the whole Civil War thing, and you can say brother turns against brother, and people can be convinced to do crazy shit. But if we all just stopped playing the game, there's not much they could do about it for very long. But how's that ever going to happen when they have people divided in so many ways? And also, even if we were all going fine together, it's, well, what if I do it and everyone else doesn't? And then I lose my job because I didn't go to work, and this and that. And it's just, they've got you in this fucking spot where you're fucked. Anyway,
yeah, if everybody was on the same page and just like revolted against paying, you know, all their bills and their mortgages and everything, stop going to work, get rid of the whole dollar fiat currency bullshit, maybe something could happen. Maybe.
You want a tiny, easy change that everyone can do, that I don't know how much it would affect, but I try to do it in my life as much as I can, is stop giving your money to people who hold their stockholders above their customers. Period.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't be buying anything from a company that people hold stock in, because they don't give a fuck about you, period. They will fuck you over to make money for their stockholders. Someone who owns a mom and pop place, even if they're an asshole, they care about you enough to want you to come back, because they know they'll lose their fucking livelihood if you don't. Stop doing that today. Stop contributing to any large company that you can. I know it's not easy. Like, there's only one company I can pay to get electricity here. I have no fucking choice. I have to pay them. So there's shit like that, but there's places you can change that.
What up, Eddie? Oh, okay.
We got the finger.
Sorry, he wanted to see if I wanted to go to the river. He forgot I was on live.
I want to go to the river. Shit.
I know, right?
Damn.
I wanted to go to the creek earlier, but we had way too much to do.
Hey, say that again. Say that again.
So I have.
Did you say crick or creek?
She said creek.
I said creek.
Okay.
She said creek.
Have you heard people say crick?
Yeah,
that's a southern thing, and I am not from the south.
Okay.
I am
a lot of my family
California
says crick.
And, you know,
so
everywhere else. Sorry, I'm still trying to save stuff for whatever. It's actually getting better, but there was a crazy lag when I first logged on, and I realized I still had all my trading stuff up. So I am
fucking trading.
should be good. Yeah, no.
Shut down that data center.
Yeah, I still had Tradevate up and all this shit. So anyway. I haven't been on my computer at all today. It's been busy outside. And hey, I got some sun. Boom! Finally, it's out literally the whole day.
Glowing.
I've been trying to
radiating.
avoid the sun. It's so freaking hot.
Should definitely be in the sun. It heals you.
Oh my god, it's
Well, I go in the sun a lot, but it's just so hot here. It's so hot. It's crazy.
I mean, it's 104 today, but whatever. Put on shorts.
Yeah.
It's 111 now.
Oh yeah, you're in Arizona. Yeah, you win.
Yeah, you know what? I don't think it would be as bad if we didn't have so much cement and concrete. Like if we just lived on dirt roads and it's the exact same. Like
funny thing, you know what also contributes to their numbers for global warming is they have this thing where they pride themselves in leaving their thermometers in the same spots that they've always had them because then it's from the same area. But what did they do? They built so where ours is for Fort Lauderdale, it's now where the airport is.
Yeah.
So surrounding the thermometer is a bunch of tarmacs where it absorbs heat all day long. So now they're taking these higher numbers and be like, see, look, global warming's happening. Look, clearly, these numbers are going up. We have the thermometer in the same spot. That's why we keep them there. Posterity.
There we go. Sorry,
now
I'm trying to repost right now the whatever it is because they said, and I'm frozen. Awesome.
Not on our end. On our end, you're good.
On the live, it shows that I was, okay, I'm not frozen anymore.
What the fuck?
I'm telling you.
Technology is fun.
Crazy shit happens.
X hates
Crazy shit.
Oh, so talking about the whole, social media bullshit, we have just a ridiculous amount of censorship, right? You and I have both gotten on Facebook. I think, no, Snoop, you're on Facebook also. So, yeah. I got my first payout from fucking Facebook coming this month. It is absolutely retarded. Can
I ask you something about that? Do you have to get verified for payouts?
You have to do so. I was already on Insta, so Insta and Facebook are connected. So I actually did it as a professional account because on Insta I was already a professional account. So it just transferred over. But I had a couple things go viral on fucking Facebook and IG. So
dude, I've been getting great numbers on Facebook.
I'm not censored at all on Facebook. And I posted one earlier on I'll talk about that in a minute, but I posted one earlier that I expected, like it instantly got hit on TikTok. It's still at 0 views on TikTok. They didn't flag it, but it's at 0. IG took off and about probably an hour later, Facebook took off. And on here, it has probably like 100 views. So.
Wow.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Fun times.
So, all right. Oh, I
know we're getting a lot of shit for it. A lot of people gave me a lot of shit for that post saying we were starting a Facebook. Like, you're buying into their game. Like, they already know who the fuck I am. Like, people are so worried about, they're going to get your personal information. They already have my personal information. They already have yours. They already know. Exactly. There's nothing I can do to stop that. So, yes, I'm going to go where maybe I can reach more people because the only reason I'm here, if I'm not reaching people, what the fuck am I here for? And Twitter has put a break on that. So, yes, I'm going to go somewhere else and see if I can do it. Period. I don't give a fuck. They know Mark Zuckerberg. You know who I am? Whoever owns Facebook now. I don't give a fuck. Come at me. I'm who I am. Period. I'm Ted Logan. Don't worry about it.
As soon as I demonetized, I started posting whatever the fuck I wanted and on X. And like, it was so much easier not having to worry. Oh, and I can block however many people I want now. Because, the 3 a day, if you're monetized, they totally like, whatever. You can block whoever the fuck I want now.
That's the thing? Like, they limit the amount of people you can block?
3. Yes.
Really? Wow.
Yep. And I was in Germany, which is why I do 3 like this. It's not whatever. Anyway.
That's white. Sure. That's white power. I've seen it.
Cover one eye next time you do it. I know. Ben Werman told us about Nostr or whatever. I have not looked into it actually, so I'm a bad friend. It's another site where they apparently don't regulate shit you post and all that. So I don't know. I should look into it.
Yeah, I'm down for all of them because I'm really over this platform.
It's bad.
And especially the health accounts. So gardening, health, like anything that's, I should have worn my other shirt just to piss them off. I have, what is it? Self-sufficiency is the greatest act of rebellion. I actually made that shirt. Anything like that, though, I get censored. Like the other day, I did a bunch of videos in my back skill shirt. And sorry, I hit my mic. Oh, no, it's on this one. We're good. And like completely censored. And I was like, all right, let's try a different shirt. Sure enough, they let it go. I'm like, really?
I never even thought about the shirt I was wearing until you mentioned it to me the other day. It's fucking insane. So what's crazy is I posted a video from a congressional hearing. I posted it on Twitter about the vaccines. It did probably one of the best posts I've had in months, which is insane because it was only barely over 100,000, but still.
It's because you said Congress.
So I posted it on TikTok. I go back to check, and it's struck for community guidelines.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally a video from Congress that you could find on the Department of Congress. You can find it there, but you can't post it on TikTok.
For reuse. They got me for one of my videos that I reposted for reuse. I'm like, it's my video.
That's what I'm worried about. Like how Twitter's like, you're not going to get anything for anything that's been on the internet. Well, what about my own videos that are on the internet somewhere else? And now I post them and you're going to say that I can't? Like,
exactly.
Come on, you fucking idiots. So
yeah, right. Like, what if I do one from my Snoop account or I do it from my personal account? It's still my content. Like, what the fuck?
Yep.
We shouldn't even have to worry about this shit. Like, we've spent lots of time talking about, like, do they demote you if you stream from more than one account on the same platform? Like, why do we even have to worry about this shit? I have however many followers I have. Every one of my followers, it should pop up in there for you, period, because they follow me. That should be it. Whether they see it or not, because they're online when it's on there, Bob. I don't expect every single follower to see every single post. But when you have the amount of followers we have, and then 500 people see your post, clearly they're doing something to stop it.
Yep.
Why are they doing that? Yeah. Why?
I forget who it was. One of the guys, big account that told me to fuck off when they did the offer. He was like, so they only count verified now. And they encourage, Ted, you might have gotten this. They encourage you to tell your followers that they need to verify to help Twitter.
Oh, I'm sure that's great. Because that's what I'm going to do. I will never, ever do that.
Dude, you know what's crazy?
Like, so that blue check mark, you don't need it. The only reason I keep it is because of Grok. I use Grok all the time.
Exactly that too. I can't believe, I mean, I guess I can believe, but I just can't believe the douchebag, this is going to fuck us, that Elon has running this shit.
I ordered that shirt. I ordered the print for that shirt. I'll send you one.
That dude is such a fucking idiot, and I can't believe you let this dude publicly represent your company. It's just... God. Anybody who still fucking supports Elon is retarded. Bye, Twitter.
Yes.
Well, you know what? The only reason I keep my blue check is to stream. Like, you can't live stream unless you have a check.
Exactly. Really? It's the only reason I have on. Yep.
And you know what's also crazy, like what you were just saying, Ali, about the verified views. Like, I was looking at it, and now they've added a feature that when you're in the analytics, you can see how many of your impressions are coming from verified. Mine is 10% of what my impressions are. Yeah. Meaning if I have 1 million impressions, it's only like 10,000 seeing 100,000 seeing them. Yeah. Like that's crazy.
I got you. Yeah.
Oh, I just noticed people are saying hi. Hi guys. I wasn't paying attention to the chat. Sorry.
Look at this fucking asshole right. Look at this asshole right here. We're not even talking about flat Earth.
I know.
Like, fuck you, guy.
I'm sure I have that one blocked. If not, I'll make sure. I haven't been on social media at all today. I've got like as many.
They want attention. There you go. There's your attention for the day. Beat it, Dub.
That's a mommy's basement. I was abused as a child.
Right.
Now I only understand negative abuse. So.
Yep. Show me on the rocket where they hurt you. Anyway. So, fucking Mandela. That's what we're here to talk about, right? This is going to cause some tension. It's going to cause some tension. And here's the reason.
Don't care.
I don't either. Everybody's from a different timeline, apparently. Yes. Everybody has, because there's a couple that me and Ali are different on, that Snoop and Ali are different on, that probably me and Snoop are different on. Because shit just jumps around all the time. So just
and
because
I talk to people, the more discrepancies is what we've been calling them. But the more that we see, like even Fruit Loops to Fruit Loops on different days. We went into the Vons, and this is probably a week and a half ago. And I always walk down the cereal aisle because I take the Exposure app for at least one or two things just so I have it, right? So I go through, and yes, Fruit of the Loom has the cornucopia back in this one. So we go through, and one of the things I noticed was Fruit Loops, and I always make a comment because it was OO. It was the two O's. It was FROOT.
Yeah, not spelled like fruit. Yeah, and it was the reason I remember that is because I was made jokes like, "Oh, of course they can't call it fruit because there's no fruit in it." That was my joke, so that's why I remember it. So yes, go ahead.
But now it's back. So
is it really? Is it 100% back?
Well,
can we pull it up?
For the last
Snoop, while she's talking, Google it. I want to see this because if it is, it's. Okay, so I've always been back and forth on Mandela
hold
because
on,
yes,
I have to cut you off real quick before I search this. Do you want me to type it in as fruit spelled like fruit or FROOT?
What? Hold on, that's a good question. Who makes it? Is it General Mills? Is it
maybe?
Type in list of General Mills cereals or list of most popular cereals, kids cereals. It'll come up. So that way you don't have. That was smart, Snoop. I like that.
Thank you.
One of my friends
Kellogg's, by the way,
had the
there you go.
Had the Fruit Loops shirt with Toucan Sam on it, and I used to like. She always wore it. Like I used to make fun of her because she always wore it. She's like, it's fun. It's a bright color. But when it switched, that was my main thing. I'm like, there's no fruit in it. I'm like, whatever. But yeah, no, it's back. I've gone to Vons twice this week, and it's been there both times. So we'll see if it's in the main timeline. The cornucopia, also back. What was the other one? I did a post on it the other day.
Okay, hold on. I need to know this. I need to know this for my soul because that's what I was saying. I've always been back and forth. Is the cornucopia really for sure back? 100%.
I've seen it. I went online and I checked. I think it was Target. I want to say it was Target where it has the logo.
If it's back, I'm fucking done. I'm done. I'm serious.
So when I posted it, so many people were like, "The cornucopia is back." Like,
well, because I've seen people post like, "Oh, as soon as CERN shuts off, all of a sudden the thing changes," and they're showing the same picture I've seen 100 fucking times of the pair of socks. I don't trust any of that.
No,
I want to see what they're putting out publicly.
No, I'm pretty sure it was the Target website that I went to, and because they have the logos with everything, so that was my. If
it's there, it's going to fully blow my mind and solidify this because to me, this was always the big one because that's how I learned the word cornucopia is from the Fruit of the Loom logo. I said, "What is that?" And my mom told me, "That's a cornucopia." I had no clue what it was before that. So for them to say it wasn't there is ridiculous to me.
Yep.
So now if it's back, because for years I've been talking about how it's ridiculous to me that it's not there. So now if it is back, I'm just going to fucking...
So next time I go into town, like an actual town, I will go like in person and see. Or I encourage all of you to do the same. Like go see it in person go to fucking Walmart, Target. Those are the only two I know that carry Fruit of the Loom. So other than Amazon. But...
Side note, imagine having enough time in your life to watch a podcast of people you claim you hate. Dude, I don't even have time to watch the podcast that my friends send me, and this motherfucker's here watching people he's claiming he hates. What a pathetic fucking loser. Oh my God.
Thanks for the impressions.
Keep commenting, bro. Keep going. I love it.
It boosts the algo. The hate boosts the algo. So
I love it. Thank you.
With trading, so I've been learning futures, as everybody knows, because I've been very vocal about it. I'm learning from, I don't know, we have 3 different people that we watch that we're learning their processes because my play died, so I had to relearn. One of them he's like very viewed and he's very vocal, but he gets so many haters, and he's like, bring it because you guys are pushing the algo. Please and thank you. And he'll like just poke and poke and poke. But it does. Because as soon as he gets the haters on there, the algo goes insane and pushes his live. And it doesn't matter what platform it is. It's the craziest thing. The algo is literally looking for that negativity
Drama
to push.
Oh,
but then
thank you,
other people find him.
heliosexual. Come on.
Do what?
I said thank you, heliosexual P-Dub. Comment some more. Bring it on. It's so, like, listen, bro, do whatever you want. It's cool. But I'll tell you, you'll never catch me on a podcast of Globies talking, which we're not even talking about Flat Earth, by the way. But you'll never catch
so
me
stupid.
on a podcast of Globies saying, ha, 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 y'all are so dumb. You know what I'm going to be doing? Living my fucking life, bro. Yeah. Come on. Anyway.
It's crazy that people get stuck in cults like that. And even the Flat Earth, I call it a cult.
Yes,
because
that too.
They get
I agree.
stuck. They won't move on. They're like, Flat Earth is life. Okay, well, guess what? There's a lot of other fucking conspiracies out there that you can go and prove it.
I get shit from people now because we don't talk about Flat Earth enough. But, like, look, the Earth is flat. There's so
like
much other shit to talk about. I'm not worried about that. Yeah.
No. And, you know,
Brian's got that held down. He's fucking doing the Flat Earth spaces all the time. He's got that covered. I'm going to do other shit. But thank you, P-Dub.
Stupid? You know what's so stupid?
It's been like 3 years and he's still following me and commenting on me. I love it. Thank you.
He says you never actually talk about Flat Earth. Meanwhile, last week's episode was literally titled fucking Flat Earth Day. Are you crazy?
I love it. Anyway, so
whatever.
So you've been getting the comments from your shit. So what are people saying in those comments back? I'm sure it's both sides, multiple sides.
We have a coffee bet right now that they're going to bring Ozzy back because they brought back What's His Buck from Kiss. I texted you about that. And okay, so I talked to, I can't say his name on here. Anyways, I talked to a friend and I was like, all right, so, and I know he's a Kiss fan. Loves Kiss, was pissed when What's His Bucket died. Lead singer, somebody help me out. I can't remember his name.
Gene Simmons,
thank you. When he died, like so pissed.
Big
and then
Jew, by the way. Big Jew.
Do I?
Big Jew, by the way.
I just found out that motherfucker slept with like 10,000 plus women, and he takes a picture of all of them. I found out.
Yeah,
it's.
He wrote a book, I think, about it too. I think.
Yeah, it's real weird with his little schmeckala and stuff. It's strange.
So gross, but. So this person was like, so what the fuck with Gene Simmons when he died? And then when they replaced him, that's so wrong. They shouldn't have. They should have just cut the band, like blah, whatever. I'm like, it's all theater. Stop it. And I had the theory, obviously, that you guys know this, that none of them actually die, that they just get reassigned their actor role. Anyway, I called him and I was like, hey, when Gene Simmons died, do you remember the new person they replaced him with? And he was like, Gene Simmons is still alive. Fuck, I hear you're from this timeline. And he was just like, I don't even know what that means right now. I'm like, and you're an NPC. I'll talk to you later. He was like, no. I go, no, you're Agent Smithy. He's like, what is that? I'm like, exactly. So I actually hung up the phone, called him later that day, and he had no recollection of the conversation. And I showed him a screenshot, and I showed him, go check your phone. Nothing. So we're being Agent Smith also, which is amazing.
Listen.
All the time.
If I didn't know you and trust you, I would think you were full of shit, Allie. That's the problem here, is that some people have never experienced. So, like, Allie and I have had these, and she's even checked me on it. I was like, I just walked in the fucking garage at my work. Things are different. But she's like, that was probably just deja vu, blah, blah, blah. Like, don't read too much into it. So she's checked me on shit. But other shit, I'm like, I fucking know stuff is changing. Like, for example.
It's all the time.
For example. My boss works for a city. I call him. And for a long time, I made fun of him because when I called his voicemail, it was still the old employee who had his company phone's voicemail on it. And I was like, haha, you're not so-and-so. I'm not going to say the name. For a long time. And then he finally changed it, and I congratulated him. I was like, oh, you finally changed it, man. That's awesome. 2 months later, I call. It's back to the original voicemail. I ask him about it. He's like, oh, yeah, I need to get around to changing that. He doesn't remember me telling him that congratulations for changing it. He doesn't remember any of that. And I know for sure I spoke to my wife about it. It was a joke we talked about. It happened. And he doesn't remember it. And it's back to how it was. So this shit absolutely happens. I don't know what it is, but it fucking happens for sure.
So I don't think, well, in my timelines, I haven't talked about this on any of the podcasts. So I'm going to talk about it. Quantum immortality. Right? Okay.
Hold on.
Yes,
Here
I
we
need
go.
more shirts. All right. Everybody see quantum
The Phone
immortality. We're
Booth
good?
podcast does not endorse doing whatever the fuck she's getting ready to talk about.
I do not recommend doing this.
Okay, good. Thank you.
I've said it on all of my videos that I've done about it. I do not recommend doing this at all because in other timelines, it happens. And the other Virgo's like, you need to stop because you're traumatizing me in other timelines. So I got a kick out of it. But it's true. I'm sure, my life insurance has been, pulled in.
Collected on many times.
Yeah. So.
Well, I mean, only if you have that clause in there. But anyway, go ahead.
If I could have the clause that I have to die on all timelines, I mean, that'd be cool. When I started having the memories of all of the times that were close calls that I actually died and saw the completely different, I don't even know the right word on it, moments, whatever, in another timeline. And then I started asking people from when I was like a kid. I died several times apparently when I was a kid. I was one of those. I drowned. I fell from a tree. I got hit by a car. Like a bunch of shit.
But in your life,
I remember all of it.
But what I'm saying is, so before you realized that those were different lives in your
they were
experience,
just close calls before.
Okay, that's what I mean. So in your original experience, it was, I almost did this. I almost did that. Yes. Okay.
This almost happened. Right. So then I started accessing the Akashic Records, I don't know, a few months ago. And I did a couple podcasts on it before I stopped doing them because summer hit. But when I started accessing them, all I saw was trauma-related shit. And I'm like, this is not how it's supposed to be. But it was all my deaths. And I'm like, I've died this many fucking times. Like in Turkey, I used to go climb the castles all the time. Anytime I had days off, I would just go by myself. I would take off. Not supposed to. I'm a female. I know, whatever. But I would go climb the castles. One of them I fell. And I've talked about this one before. And in what I remembered, I slipped. But when I started accessing it, it was I fell and then I was back in my car. Okay, so what happened? And then all of those memories, the real like full, I don't even know how, just a couple minute memories started coming back. And I was so fucking certain that I was right. And then videos about quantum immortality started coming up probably the second week that I was in the Akashic, or going through the Akashic Records. I didn't click on anything. I watched a couple of them, whatever. Like it's on Instagram, TikTok, whatever. And well, no, Instagram's the one I'm on. So I start watching these and I'm like, I wonder. I don't click on them, nothing. So I start looking up quantum immortality, what it actually is, like where it came from. And then all these videos start. Every time I logged into anything, even Twitter, everything was quantum immortality. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to fucking test it. So I did, as you guys know. And in this timeline, nothing happened. But in hundreds of other timelines, I decided to take myself out. And it was on my drive to Vegas, and I just hit my governor, and I went straight into the mountain, or it would have actually been like a cliff. And it was literally as if it never happened. I saw everything coming, and impact, and then instantly back on the road, as if it had never happened. And I was like, okay.
Snoopy looks like you're going to explode.
No. I'm just listening and I'm patiently waiting because I have questions.
No, that's what I mean. Explode with questions.
Yeah, give me 1 sec to go to the next step.
Yeah, you're good.
So I get to Vegas. Everything seems a little bit lighter on the frequency and everything. Because last time I went to Vegas, I literally had to wear my copper beanie. I could not be there. Everything seemed a little bit less. So I started looking, and AI was nothing what it was where I came from. I was like, that's weird. And then I started checking the mRNA. So the two things I check are AI and then where the mRNA process is on the flu vaccine. Yep. And it was in like phase 1. Now it's in phase 3, or it might be. I don't know. I haven't checked it today. I'm like, okay, I am definitely in a different timeline. Shit is just super fucking weird. And I get everything in Vegas. I come back and I'm driving. I want to say it was like 4 miles from the exit that I'm supposed to take to start going north. And all of a sudden, I'm 12 miles past the exit. And Ted, I told you about this one. I'm like, what the fuck? And it literally was no time. Like, I looked at the map. I was like, oh, cool, couple minutes, whatever. So I'm paying attention. And then all of a sudden, I'm way the fuck past it. So I have to turn around and come back to my exit. Time didn't go by. There was no time. I was just in a different spot. And what the fuck? So I actually called Kelly. And I'm like, dude, this just happened. What the? And she's like, you did what? So that was literally, you did what? Why? Like, I had to know. Then, so I get on 58 or whatever it is finally. And I have like all of these memories of different spots along 15 that I took myself out. It was hundreds of them. So how many timelines did I decide to do this where and it was constant. It was almost a flash. I had to pull over for a minute to be like, what the fuck is going on? This is not the same area. Why is this happening? And so I took magnesium, of course, because I calmed myself down. And I was just, okay, that's it. I got to let it go. And I did. And I got home and I didn't tell him for a little bit, but I was like, don't be mad at me. He's like, you did another animal. No, I didn't. But
you and I are good friends, right? You would consider us good friends.
Yeah.
And you think I'm fairly awake, correct? I mostly know what's going on. This is even hard for me to grasp because...
That's why I had to do it.
But that's so hard for me. Like,
I know.
But so I can say, I'm just saying, for me, I know it would be so hard for me because I know my demons. I know my issues, not trusting myself. All that. You don't have those problems. I know. You don't have those problems. I'm trying. I'm working on it. That's my demon, is always feeling like I'm not enough and I'm never going to do enough. So that's where I'm at.
Here's your hug.
Here we go. But so for me, it's so hard to grasp that concept, to have enough trust in your beliefs to do something that if you're wrong, you're done. That's insane to me.
Well, we all know that I want to get out of this prison, so
that's
it was either way. Like, I either come back or I get out, and literally my only fear is when this body is done, I have to come back as a child.
So I want to ask something, and you unpacked a lot there. But I want to ask, like, do you think that, like, some of these memories that you were having, do you think that it's possible that they were like dreams, like you just had vivid dreams and you're recalling vivid? No, not at all.
So I'm able to go into the astral realm. I always have been. And I can differentiate a dream and the astral realm. When you go into a state, I wasn't sure on the wording for that, but when you're in an alpha state when you are accessing the Akashic records or the CDT plates. Now, the Akashic records, you can give basically general type, I want to know this, which is fine. The CDT plates that I found, you have to have very specific things that you want, that you ask. And it's not necessarily ask, it's you're asking for your own records. So you have to be pretty specific on them. When I'm in those different states, I can tell exactly where I'm at. So having the information come to me, it's not like I'm sleeping. I'm awake. I'm just in that state where I can receive information. Now, we are all able to do this. Every one of us is able to do this. You just have to be able to believe in yourself enough to get to the point that you can learn how to access all of it. And they've told us that we're crazy for doing this. And no, but guess what? They erased our fucking memory. They keep recycling us and we keep making it back here. So our abilities, they take those away. Cool. Whatever. But we keep getting back to this point. We keep waking up. So yes, And there's a ton of bullshit going on in the chat right now, and they are very programmed, and I understand that they are not at any level that they can comprehend it. Honestly, most people have logged out
I don't care
by now.
about that at all. They're fucking idiots in there.
Yeah, I'm ignoring it. I always do. You know how I am with that. But when you get to the point that you can see you are literally in your own Truman Show, and everything around you, you are creating. Yes, there's crossover. Yes, all of us have our own Truman Show. And yes, there is crossover between
the ones of us who are real. Who are real. The NPCs don't, right?
The NPCs, I don't believe they do.
Okay. Yeah.
And I've actually asked people that I know are NPCs because they don't have a soul, do you have an inner dialogue? And they're like, a what? Things that go on in your head. Like songs? No, like your own thoughts. Well,
they're like, basically all I hear is fucking Taylor Swift songs all the time.
That would be hell.
It would be. Oh my God, thank you. Anyway, God.
But I think getting rid of my demons was probably the biggest eye opener for me. Just seeing that, one, it is really all about me. Because this is my Truman Show. And I've been told I'm a narcissist all the time and give zero fucks. I don't.
That's part of being a Virgo.
Knows that I am extremely kind to everyone. However, when you realize that everything around you, you are creating, you can go to the next level. The other thing with getting rid of my demons was I have no idea what is actually fucking real, because memories that I have, anytime we go into a new major timeline, and there's a ton of forks, this is probably the best example I could have had. You have the ones that you came from, but then you have a bunch more to go to. So we have these major forks. For me, it was the January 16th one where my body was literally healed. A bunch of fucking dead people are back. It was fucking nuts to me. That was probably the biggest, wow, okay. I have no idea what's real. Because at that point, I had thousands of memories from the same fucking times in my life come through. I had 2 cats. I had Fate and I had Luke at the exact same time for years of my life. But I didn't, because I wouldn't have had more than 1 cat. Cats are assholes.
So when you were talking about, real quick, so people know, because I know most people don't know, when you're talking about the physical things, can you talk about that a tiny bit, about how shit literally changed, the physical things changed?
So back in November, I started having a lot of problems with my hips. Technically it was October, but I actually got into a doctor in November, and they did an x-ray, and the first one said I needed full hip replacement. And I was like, fuck that, hell no. No, not
now keep in mind, real quick, while she's telling you this, me and Ali talk pretty frequently, and she's telling me about this as it's happening, updating me as she's finding out
the x-ray pictures.
Yes. So she's
crazy.
telling me about this as it's happening. Carry on.
December, I went to Vegas again to see a new doctor, or another doctor. And that one said that it might be my back also, and that I had a ton of bone spurs and everything. He wouldn't necessarily recommend a full hip replacement right now, but just know that I would have to get it in the future. Again, hard no. So I request an MRI of everything. So my hips, my back, everything. And they do it. I go in and talk to the third doctor. When I walk in, everything seemed to shift. This was a drive to Vegas, and everything was weird on the way there. When I was in the waiting room, I was looking down at my phone because my insurance had already been verified, but they said that I hadn't verified my insurance. I'm like, I literally did this yesterday with you guys. I called. And so I had to wait the 15 minutes. I'm sitting there, and it's close to 1 o'clock, which we found out later was when the jumps were happening, when CERN was turned on. And looking down at my phone, and all of a sudden, everything behind me does this almost feather type effect sound. And I look up, and I'm in a different spot. I'm like, okay, that was weird. And at this point, most things don't faze me because shit is weird all the time.
Yeah.
So I get to the back, and they're looking at everything, or the doctor's looking at everything, and his nurse is, doing the notes, and he goes, I'm very surprised that your insurance has let you get this far. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, well, I'm the third doctor. I go, correct? Or third surgeon. I go, correct? He goes, you have the cleanest hips and bones that I've ever seen. I'm like, excuse me? And I was holding a hard copy x-ray in my hand from the previous doctor. There was a red circle on it, which was the largest bone spur, which was actually poking into my labrum on my right side. So I look at this and it kind of blurs out for a second and there's no line and it's a clean x-ray. And I hand it to him and I'm like, can I see the screen? And he's like, yeah, absolutely. So he flips it around, the x-ray that he just took with my MRI, one of the like blips of the MRI, and then the other x-ray. Clean as anything. I was like, okay. And then of course he starts asking, did you want medication? I'm like, no. No, I don't do pain meds. Thank you. And he was like, well, we can do this and see what it is.
I can hook you up.
Hang on a second. Jasper, please stop. Sorry, rabbit.
Freaking Jasper.
This is my world. In a minute, I'm sure I'll have birds coming out also, but it's fine. So I thanked him and he was like, we can do more testing. I'm like, sure, whatever. Go ahead and put it in. So he did. And I left. And I get out and I'm like, you will not fucking believe what just happened. And I can't explain it and I don't care. Nothing hurts right now. I feel fucking amazing. And he was like, you are glowing. Like you are glowing. Like you feel amazing. I'm like, yeah. So we had to go with the oil changed. So we take the Jeep over, drop it off at the dealership, and we walk up the street. So we were there the week before for the MRI. We had gone to a sushi place. It's Sushi Loca. So we had gone there and had whatever. And no, I don't do sushi. We had the vegetarian stuff. And we get there and look up. It's a fucking Shake Shack. I'm all, that's not possible because it takes way the fuck longer than that to flip over a building. So I did a video. That was the first video that I did while I was there. And I'm like, so we were literally here last week. We had sushi at Sushi Loca, and now it's a Shake Shack. The building itself is connected to an Olive Garden, and now it's not. Like, it's a freestanding. What the fuck? So at that point, I knew. I'm like, we're in a different timeline. And I don't know how I got here. And remember, I had the panic attack. I'm like, what if I did this? What if I get us into a bad timeline? Like, I was not okay for a little bit. But then I realized that we had schedule jumps, and obviously it was CERN at that point. But
fucking Allie throwing us in negative timelines. I don't know why you keep doing that to us.
I messed it up today.
Just trying to live my life.
Computer during the timeline jump, but during the time jump, and yeah, this guy went from clear to striped. I was like, really? The fuck? I had to order something on Amazon. Bad timing. Fuck that one up.
What, you mean there's something going on in the sky too? What the hell would be going on in the sky? It's totally normal.
I know, never. We can clear the sky normally. If there's any lines at all, we just clear it at the...
Have you ever tried those cloud buster things that
I
people
did a bunch
talk
of
about?
videos on it. Nobody
Oh yeah, that's
them.
right.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
Woo, gone.
Yeah.
Look,
no, I did
it's a lot of shit coming in my brain. Yeah.
And put it up, and everybody was annoyed because what's his bucket that won't verify where his products are from was like, this will work. And I'm like, this doesn't work. Here you go. Whole process. I recorded the whole fucking process. Everything. There you go. Maybe it's just the, trails. Maybe real clouds it works. But I did it exactly like he did it. I actually did it a lot stronger than what he did it. Nope.
What is a cloud buster?
So you use copper rods, similar to what I do with the electroculture. You dig a hole. You put rocks in it. And we actually use crystals. And then you stake out the copper rods in it, and you fill it up with water. And supposedly, there's crystals inside of the copper also because they're hollow. They're the type M's. And supposedly, it's supposed to clear the sky. Didn't do it. And then I have people tell me to boil vinegar. I'm like, I can't even stand opening vinegar. I'm not boiling vinegar. I have tried putting the vinegar in buckets. One of the girls who has a crazy farm, absolutely love her. She does it in her area. I think she's in Tennessee, and the vinegar does work in her area. But we tried it in Vegas. I tried it one time here. Didn't work here. Maybe it's my timeline.
Well, I was asking because I don't see your post because you don't show up in my timeline.
No, I don't show up in anybody's timeline.
That's an internet social media joke. But wow, that's fascinating to me. Just hearing you tell these stories, and I totally believe you because you know, like we've been friends for like I don't know, a year or so now.
Yeah.
And it's just mind-boggling, you know, to think about all of this. Like the X-rays really throws me off. Like how you could have, right?
I can only tell you from my perspective. Like, look, I can't vouch for her life. I can only tell you from my perspective. But literally, her and I were talking through all this. She sent me X-ray pictures.
I called you
back
in
now.
tears when they told me I had to have hip replacement.
She did.
I was like, I'm not doing this.
So you have to either believe that she's a complete psychopath that lies to her friends completely and makes shit up and sends fake pictures and then sends
Fake
real
X-rays.
picture or whatever. Yeah. Or something's fucking going on. And when I've experienced the little things in my life, never that big, but tiny things that I've noticed, I have to believe that there's definitely something going on.
I
don't know who this person is trying to guess Templar's phone number in the comments, but it's hilarious.
That's really weird.
They're talking about that they're like they know where he Yeah, they're talking about that they know where he lives, the avenue, tan apartment building, 3 kids. He said 4 kids, stepchild, not 4, and then put up a phone number, which isn't Templar's phone number, which I know isn't Templar's phone number. Then puts up another phone number. These people are fucking creepy.
I am just so like.
Why did you just say 1010, whoever you are?
1010.
Tell me why.
No, 1111.
Mockingbird Lane.
No, so 1010 is my weird fucking thing. That's why it said Logan 1010. That's why his phone booth podcast 1010. That's why
That's probably why they said
watch on my wrist is sent to 1010.
Mine is 222, so 222. That's when I joined this meat suit. So.
Can I ask your opinion, Alan?
Podcast before. Do what?
Can I ask your opinion on something? So I've had a
you
crazy
say you're not Southern, but you say do what? That's what Southern people say. Do what?
Do what? I had a crazy experience too, and I want to tell you about it. I've never talked about this on a podcast before. So when I first moved back to Arizona, okay, I had this dream, and in the dream, it took place in the childhood home that I grew up in when I lived in Arizona before as a child, right? And I was hanging out with this girl in our old house, or it was a townhouse, actually, to be more specific. And then, you know, I woke up, whatever, blah, blah, blah. A couple days later, I meet this girl from the dream.
Yeah.
This is the girl from the dream. And I remember thinking at the time, wow, that looked like my neighbor a little bit, but I knew it wasn't her because she was way younger and, you know, she was closer to my age and whatnot, but she looked exactly like my next door neighbor that was like a little bit older, right? So, so then I start talking to this girl and we become friends and getting a little close and whatnot. And I introduce my mom to her. And my mom says, oh my God, she looks just like our neighbor from when I was a kid. I was like, holy shit, that's exactly what I thought too. You know, so what do you think that is?
Before she answers real quick, what mainstream science will tell you is that you had some crazy dream and then you filled in the blanks after when you met these people because it was dark hair, whatever it was, that's what they'll tell you.
How'd you know it was dark hair, Ted?
The woman.
I was there. I was there.
She did have dark hair. But it's always been, you know, breaking my brain because I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it was so, like the dream was so vivid and real. You know what I mean?
When you think about something, you are manifesting it. And this is why I tell people always keep positive thoughts, because one negative thought can literally break weeks of positivity. It's the exact same with manifesting people, whatever. Have you ever thought about somebody and then they call or they text?
Oh, all the time. It happens a lot.
If I want to talk to somebody, I will literally just, in my head, I'm like, whoever, message me. I'll just say it. Within 24 hours, it will message me 100%.
You've used that on me before, haven't you?
Yes.
I know you have, because I shit you not. I've been like, because again, we talk a lot, but I've been like, I gotta text Allie because those are those texts you get like, just hope you guys are doing good, blah blah blah. How's everything? Those are them right there.
Yep.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for fucking with me.
Love
Thanks.
you. Yes, I do it a lot, and mostly it's because I don't have my phone on me. So I'll be like, I have to talk about something, and then I get in, and it's 11 o'clock at night, and I'm exhausted, and my phone's already on airplane mode, and I forget. So when I think of stuff, I send it out, and it's anybody. It can literally be anybody. I can not have talked. Okay, so my neighbor in Vegas, absolutely love her. I didn't talk to her for probably 3 months, and I was like, man, I haven't talked to her in a little bit. And so in my head, I said her name, and I was like, hey, message me. The next morning, I woke up to a message from her. Hey, how you doing? Just want to check on you. Haven't talked in a little bit. And I was like, were your ears ringing? Because she knows how I am. She was like, yeah, I figured you did that. I'm like, I missed
Stop
her.
fucking
It's
with
fine.
me.
But it's one of those things that I found that if I just do that, then I will have the conversation and I will update or I will have the question or whatever. So yes, I do that all the time to friends.
And also, again, not to that degree because you're way above where I am in this, but I can tell you with 100% certainty that manifesting is real when you think things. And important, which is something you taught me, is you can't think in the negative, even if you're thinking of something positive. Like, I don't want to have cancer.
Or
like,
even speak.
Well, guess what?
Speaking is spells. You have to speak positively. And you know that I've changed my entire verbiage of literally how I just say things and talk to people because you see how it manifests. Instead of saying, oh, this is the most common one, and everybody around here has started doing it, which is really cool. Instead of saying no worries, say all good. And it's the craziest, just little tiny thing. But when you start doing that, other people pick up on it. And they say that, misery loves company. Well, guess what? So does positivity. And if you are simply radiating it all the time, that comes back to you. Podcast, I'm telling you, is the only time I get the negative bullshit. Occasionally I'll get an NPC. Well, I don't even think they're NPCs. I think they're the bots because it's the general whatever bullshit on posts. Normally it's supposed to start going whatever because you always get, idiots, or bots, I should say. But the rest of my life, there's no negativity. It's all positive. And every single person can do that. Everybody can.
You can.
I've manifested real life friends that are like me. I have 2 of them in this tiny town, my tiny fucking town. So, and I've told you about them. And I wanted in real life friends that could see the shit that I see and could, be able to talk to them, be able to go to the fucking store and be like, that person's a shifter. That's a reptile. Like, that's an NPC. And I can do that now. You can manifest people into your life. And one of them the other day I was talking to, and he's like, do you think that we met for a bigger purpose? And I was like, kind of manifested you, just so you know. And
I did it.
I did it. But on the other side, like he's got a lot of healing to do. And he's like, I think there's always a reason for things. And I think you are the reason, or you came into my life for a reason. And you got to let go of your past type thing. Because you know how I am with that. You have to understand that trauma that's held, you don't have to do that because 1, it may not have ever happened, or change your fucking timeline. I have changed so much about my world just by changing my past. Butterfly effect is within the timelines. It has nothing to do with changing this exact moment in this exact timeline. Find a timeline, it didn't happen. Trauma's gone. Let it go.
You can absolutely let it go.
I think you're absolutely right, though. Like when you put something out there, it does have a tendency to find its way into your life. And I mean, to be honest, that's how I became a podcaster. I guess that's what I do now is I podcast. But that was just something I threw out there and it just seemed fun. And then, I met Ted online and, things happen. It wasn't like I didn't even set out. I didn't plan on having my own podcast. Even the first time I went on the phone booth, that wasn't in the plan. Like that wasn't like
technically it already
a goal. Well, yeah, I guess, yeah. You're right.
The reason is it was something, even if it's deep down, that you wanted. And you found a timeline where it was going to happen. And you go through the steps. All timelines, I am 100% sure exist in, like, always, constantly, because it's just a frequency. So one of my girls tells me, okay, so I started a little bit stressing when I realized I had to make $30,000 extra to get these removed. And started a little bit stressing. Like,
damn,
we're
that's 3
tapped
times
out
as much as they
already
cost
right
to
now.
get.
Do what?
I said that's 3 times as much as they cost to get.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So I paid $8,000 for them, and because they're leaking because of the surgery to remove them, if I want to remove them and have them lifted, it's going to be $30,000. If I just want to remove them, it's like $18,000. So I was stressing a little bit. I'm like, if we are in front of the computer anymore, having to trade anymore, and I have a time frame on this, like, I'm gonna stress, because we're on the computer about probably an hour and a half to 2 hours every morning trading, and then we have literally a fucking farm to take care of. I don't have that time. And yes, if I could, be online all the time, it would be no big deal. But it's not, because I have to take care of this, and that's where the outside is, by the way. So I was stressing, and I was talking to her, and she goes, Allie, $6 is the same as $1,600, which is the same as $30,000 to the universe. Manifest that shit. And I was like, okay, thanks for giving me my own advice. So I am. And then I was talking to Blue, I think it was yesterday, and she's like, you tell me all the time, just manifest it. She's like, my life has gotten immensely better just manifesting little tiny things to change. You can fucking do this. So then this morning when I logged in, I had the email from Facebook saying, you're getting this amount. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Here we go. Here we go.
Apparently I'm going to be a fucking Facebooker. But I couldn't see how I was going to do it just trading, because I can't be on screens anymore. I can't do it. Yes, trading is the fastest way, but when you're stressed is also the fastest way to lose money. So I didn't want to do that. So I found another way. And yeah, anyways, but yes, I have to get these removed. And Snoop, I don't think you know about this, but my implants are actually leaking. And
No, we talked about it on the podcast before.
No, this is recent. I just found out last week.
No. Yeah, but you were talking about having them removed last time you were on the live stream.
Oh, I was. I wanted them removed. But
now they're.
At that time you didn't know they were leaking.
Yeah, I didn't know they were leaking. So I knew that they were causing some kind of inflammation, but I didn't know they were actually leaking. And I talked to my primary care. She put in an MRI, and sure enough, both of them are leaking. And so
It's all right. I'll still be your friend.
Yeah, thanks. It's going to be so crazy, because I've literally had these since I was 28.
Oh, my God.
And now you're going to have nothing?
Now I'm going to literally just be nipples.
I don't know.
I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
I don't know a man out there that genuinely likes, the fake ones. I mean, yeah, they're nice to look at sometimes. Okay.
That's the thing. Like, I got them for me. Anton LaVey's son didn't care. He's a butt guy. This one couldn't care less.
I forget that you dated him. Oh, man.
I was married to him.
So crazy.
I was married to him for 16 years.
So crazy.
Oh, my God. That's so wild.
He found out the same time I found out. So, like, his mom was the one that told me. I found out before him, technically. His mom was the one that told me right before she died. And she was like, you can't tell the twins until I die. I'm like, all right.
Every girl I know that has gotten them, it's a similar story. They have to get them removed. They end up leaking. It's just like
which is why I got the gummy bears, because they weren't supposed to be able to leak. And they don't leak a fluid, but the
hold on, your boobs are filled with gummy bears?
Yeah.
Bouncing here and there and everywhere.
Don't tell Tim. He might, want me to send him the
Oh, that's right.
God, that's so...
I just like gummy bears. What's the problem?
So I sent him the last set of shirts that I sent him. I actually made him, I don't think I have them on my desk anymore. I made him a fucking keychain out of the little plastic gummy bears.
Holy shit.
It was a troll. He's one of my besties, but it was really funny. But yeah,
It's hilarious.
He fucking loves gummy bears. They're like so gross.
Dude,
I don't
are
like
you
any
gonna
sweets. Nothing. Go ahead, Snoop.
are you gonna come to
Don't.
Florida next month or no?
Am I what?
Are you gonna come to Florida next month for Bohemian Grove?
No.
Why
She's
not?
like, I don't even know anything about this.
I don't fly.
It's a $400. Well, you don't fly.
I don't fly. They
Well,
poison you while you're on flights. I don't do that.
Trains
What's
are
crazy
expensive.
is I always used to be the person who's like, you don't like flying, you're a pussy, blah, blah, blah. I love flying. I get on a plane, I fall asleep. Loved flying. Now
Because they're
you could
poisoning you.
not you could not fucking get me on a plane now. You just couldn't. Period.
Private? Yeah, absolutely. When I do have a private plane, I will start traveling again. I'll probably do a heli actually.
Again. Again. No.
Send the PJ. I'm
You
good.
didn't say private plane again. Sorry, you said traveling again. I thought you
Traveling
said
again.
when you have a private plane again.
Well,
was like,
I
what?
actually used to have many friends that had private planes. So yes, at that time I did fly still, even with all the craziness. But up here, I'm like not around anybody, so I don't have that anymore.
That picture you posted, was it sunrise or sunset the other day? That like
Oh, that
jealousy
was sunset.
hit my heart. I was like, oh yeah, you're on the West Coast. Of course it was fucking sunset. What am I talking about? It was just like,
Oh, on the Ford?
it was
Yeah.
so
that's-
beautiful.
That's the mountain right up. That's actually our mountain. We just went up the mountain, and there's like a little landing out there, and we just sat out there and watched the fireworks. So, and then our favorite neighbor was like, "Why didn't you come down?" We're like, "Because we want to be up higher in the mountain."
If I ever play the lottery and then win the lottery, I'm going to bring my RV out there because that's
Come
all
join
I
us.
want to do. I don't want a mansion. I don't want fancy cars.
Neither did I.
I want a fucking RV so I can just drive around and have no ties to anywhere. That's all I want.
Dude,
I needed to be
you'll
able
have
to grow
land.
food, so I had to buy this. But yeah,
I mean, ideally, I could live in a place with a homestead, grow food, but that's the chances of that are getting smaller and smaller. Thank God you still have it, but my cousin has it. There's people who hold on to it, but it's fair. I can't have it where I live. There's
our town,
too many fucking rules. I hate it.
Our town, and you know I'm in California, but our town does what the fuck it wants.
Yeah, but you're out
we don't
there.
care.
Like when you say you're in California,
I'm not really in California.
Yeah.
We are way the fuck up in the mountains. We are an hour. So last time I drove to Bakersfield, it was an hour and 20 minutes. It was to neuter the bunnies. And it was like, I love fucking living here. I have to drive an hour and 20 minutes to go to town to neuter my rabbit. Like, all right, cool, whatever. So, yeah. They're both doing well, by the way.
it's not a, that's not a sentence you hear every day. So bask in that.
To
I have
neuter
to drive
rabbits.
120 minutes to go to town to neuter my rabbit. Like you don't hear that all the time, you know.
So many people were like, "Why are you neutering rabbits?" Because they're fucking insane as soon as they hit puberty.
Yeah.
Cooper was amazing. That motherfucker's balls dropped. He went so the other Virgo's sitting on my bed, and yes, we have separate rooms, so he's not normally in here unless he just comes in. He's sitting on the bed talking to me. Okay, just talking. Cooper fucking jumps up, tries to bite him, turns around and sprays him because he was on Cooper's bed.
I didn't even know
like,
rabbits sprayed.
your
I
balls
didn't
are
know
gonna- they spray
that.
just
I
like cats.
assume they would. Yeah, cats.
They spray just like cats.
Damn.
And I was like, well, your balls are going now. We're done.
Wow.
But then I still had to wait another 3 weeks because he wasn't old enough. But he got him done. He got it done at 4.5 months, and then Jasper was at 6 months. So, and Jasper's already calming down a lot. Cooper is also, but
So Maggie
against
loves
it,
to
but-
do this thing where she gets on top of the cats and loves to bite their ears. Not enough to hurt them because they let her do it. But our one female cat, twice now, has sprayed her fucking anal glands on Maggie doing that. And then we got to give her a bath. And I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck? Why are you doing? She's
Like
like,
the
meow,
worst.
meow. And then she fucking and walks away. We're like, oh my God, you smell terrible.
we lost.
It's, yeah, he'll be back. I don't know. He's being gay or
I'm
something.
surprised he wasn't there for the poop one. It's fine.
You should have held on, Snoop. No, so what are some of the
think I
other
blew his
Mandelas that you had in your thing that people are freaking out about? You had a long list of them.
I
A
did.
long list.
All right, so I wasn't sure if we were still having the time jumps. So the day, literally the morning, I found out that CERN closed. I I told him, I was like, we have to go out to the creek for the jump today. I have to find out. Brought my copper beanie, everything. So we're out there. It's time for the jump. Nothing. I'm like, all right, I'm going to walk up the creek. So I walk up the creek and I step on all of the stones that are up out of the water. And it's only like maybe a foot deep right now on the area that we were in. It just like snakes up.
Yeah.
So I step on all the stones walking and get to the end where I like to sit. And, I'm in the water. I do a video, which I never posted. I go to walk back, and you know how people stack stones on top of things?
Yeah.
Every fucking one of them has a couple stones stacked. And I'm like...
The ones you just walked on?
Yeah. And I audibly said, what the actual fuck? And he, of course, is like, are you okay? Because there's ants and ticks and all the shit out there.
All kinds of shit, yeah.
And I go, look at the stones. And he goes, did you put those there? I'm like, no. He's like, I just watched you walk through. I'm like, what the fuck? So that was weird. I'm like, all right, the time jumps are still happening. And it was within like 5 minutes of the scheduled.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, time jumps are still happening. Cool. So then we get back, and that was when people were posting about Oreos and the Fruit Loops and all of these things. What's it? Gene Simmons. What was the other one? Oh, a lot of people didn't know that Teller was back. We came into a timeline that
so
he
that's
was back, and
that's
whatever,
one
but we
for
found
me.
that, like, what, 2 weeks ago?
I remember Teller dying. I remember
Me too.
that. And
I
I
do too.
literally remember thinking, like, I never got to hear his real voice. Like, that's fucked up because he never really talked, blah, blah, blah.
He's here.
He's here.
So
And
the
not
week
only is he
before,
here,
when I was
but
in Vegas, it
hold
was
on real quick.
Penn and
real quick.
Piff.
The same week that you and I talked about this, I think I might have told you this. I'm watching some, because in my room, I don't have cable. It's just whatever's on free internet TV. So blah, blah, blah. Trying to fall asleep. And there's this William Shatner show. I don't remember what it's called, but fucking whatever. So Penn and Teller are on there. And all of a sudden, Teller's talking, like full documentary style talking. And I'm like, I've never been able to find his voice. I thought he was dead. Now, not only is he alive, but he's on this fucking show talking like a normal person when I've tried to find it before and couldn't find it. I don't know what the fuck that's about.
Yeah.
That's insane to me.
People always try to find things where they're at. Like, oh, I know this existed. I'm going to find it. You're not going to find it because it's exactly like butterfly effect. Something changed back here and everything else moved forward. So the timeline that you're in, it never existed. You're not going to find it. And getting people to understand that is literally harder than explaining that water is flat. Like,
so if a timeline
can't.
jumps and you jump to this timeline, that timeline doesn't have it doesn't have a past at all. No past. Because it didn't exist till the jump
didn't
happened.
exist.
So there's,
Right.
Okay.
So there's a lot of similarities between the timelines. I will do that. But there's a lot of things that are so much more different.
Well, it's a branch off. It's like
it's a branch, exactly.
That part of this tree looks like that tree. Well, of course, because it's a branch on that tree. Like, that makes sense. It would have to have a lot of similarities, but if it jumps, I could see it not having a past.
Right.
I get that.
So you think about it so you have a break, and from right here, it's the same. But then it breaks, and you have the two paths. It's like if you start an account on whatever platform. So we'll do this. You start 2 accounts. The first day, phones, better example, when you clone a phone or clone a computer. Okay. And I do this anytime I get a new laptop, and I always keep it for like a month to make sure everything's good. So you clone it. It's exactly the same at that moment.
Yes.
But as soon as you start doing stuff on one or on the other, there's your branch. Timelines are exactly the same way.
I'm curious about, like, I'm with a lot of the Mandela effects, but the Gene Simmons one throws me off, and so does Bob Dylan. But let's talk about Gene Simmons,
Bob
because
Dylan caught me
but that's what
way
you
the
have to
fuck off
understand.
guard.
That's what you have to understand real quick, is that it's gonna throw you off guard
That's what it's
because
meant to do.
Right.
you're in. If all this is true and you're really in a different timeline, like, to you, he's always been alive. He never died in yours. So That's how it can be like completely real to one person and completely like my brother and I
came from. It's not
view
even
things
that it's
differently.
Real. It's where we came from.
Yeah. Real is very, very flexible at this point.
I'm like, we lost you.
Okay. So I guess. Let me ask a question because
but yeah,
like
Gene Simmons, Bob Dylan. Yeah.
We all remember the Sinbad Genie movie. I forget the fucking name of it right now. But
Shazam.
Shazam. We all remember that happening in the early 90s.
Yeah.
Okay. But like, so when did Gene Simmons die? And I wonder.
2018.
2018. Okay, 2018. Because Ace Frehley from Kiss just died maybe a year ago, maybe less. So I
like
wondered
you're thinking maybe people mixed it up.
Maybe people confused Ace Frehley with Gene Simmons, maybe. And I have friends that play in Gene Simmons' band, so like I know in my timeline, anyways, that you know, like he's always been here. My friends play in his band. My friends played in Ace Frehley's band too. So, and it's
but
like
isn't he dead?
Yeah, well, before he died, silly goose.
Okay. No, well, that's why I'm asking. Look, dude, look at what we're talking about here.
Never died.
This is what we're talking about here, man.
Gene Simmons is alive and Home Dude's dead. Like, what? Yeah.
I couldn't. That's why she texted me about this. I'm like, honestly, I can't tell you anything about Gene Simmons. I fucking hate that dude. I don't know anything about him.
And it's like I never heard the Bob Dylan one until just the other day too.
I did hear the Bob Dylan one. Because what I remember is people circulating the video of him talking about selling his soul to the devil and saying, I guess he finally had to pay the dues or whatever. Like, I remember that. That's why I remember it. So to me, it's crazy that he's still alive now because it was one of those people.
Think about this for a second. We talked about Bob Dylan and that played that video on one of the first episodes I ever did on the phone booth. We played that video.
We're gonna have to go back and see what we said.
Yeah.
Please.
I think it was an episode. I think maybe 99. I think it was. Whenever we talked about the music industry.
I'll do because
we did the music industry episode.
You remember you talked to me probably, I don't know, it's probably been like 6+ months, but you said there was an episode that somebody asked you if they could do another one with you, but you couldn't find the original episode. Like it didn't exist. Coffee Bed, the one that you guys did with Bob Dylan in there, Coffee Bed, it does not exist in this timeline.
So I eventually did find that episode. And what was weird about it was it didn't come up for multiple days when I was searching the name of the person who the episode was with, which at this moment I can't remember for some reason. But I searched it multiple times. I talked to you about it. Clearly it happened because I'm talking to other people about it. I can't fucking find this episode. And then after they were on, when I went to post the new episode, when I searched blah, blah, blah to start typing it in, it came up like it always existed.
Yeah, it was probably a different timeline. Actually, I know it's a different timeline. It's not even probably.
It's insane because that happened in real time. Me talking to people about it, you about it, it not being there, like being stressed because I couldn't find it. Like, I know this fucking existed. Where the fuck is this episode? And I could not find it. Even on our Substack, which has every single episode, which you even type in the first few letters of a name and it comes up. This, I couldn't find. Typed in their whole name, everything. Could not find it. Oh yeah, it was Keith. It was Keith. It was the first Tartaria episode with Keith, and I could not find it.
I remember.
Insane.
Yep.
So this shit happens. I don't know the explanation for it. She does.
We are constantly gaslit by NPCs and Agent Smiths, and you can see it. And hey, Jared, you can see it in the chat. There's a lot of NPCs, bots, whatever you want to call them, and they are simply programmed to sidetrack us. That's part of the reason I don't argue. Everybody knows I don't argue. I posted a thing the other day, don't argue. And a bunch of people in there like try to get me to argue. I'm like, I mean, no.
I'm not doing it.
It's not going to happen because there's no point. Our memories are different, and that's a timeline thing, whatever. But also, because I'm not from the same timelines as you are, my belief system is, hey, Ominous, my belief system is different. Ominous? So when you look at where we came from versus other people, there's no point to argue because the information is not the same. There is probably a fucking timeline where we're on some watery globe flying through fucking space. That's the program. But the ones that I'm in and the ones that I remember, it's never been like that. So if I find myself in a fucking timeline where we're on a spinny watery globe and we can see that fucking curve, all right, cool. At that point, I will observe it. But I've never been in one. So why am I going to argue with somebody who may have been?
Good point.
Wow. So the globe is just a Mandela effect then.
The proof of this is, though, literally, I can tell you, and this is one of the things that, so like, I was awake before, blah, blah, blah. Came on Twitter, did my thing. But Twitter was a giant awakening for me because it was my first time coming into contact with such a broad amount of people. Like, I was on tour and stuff, but then it's different because everyone's there. They're going to be nice to you. These are people who are going to be fucking assholes, whatever. Yeah. So it was my first time seeing how a large amount of people reacted to something. And it's absolutely insane to me that there's videos that I can post where I'm watching this video of a high altitude balloon and I see a perfectly straight line. I know it's a perfectly straight line. I can take the ruler, I can fucking capture it. I can put the ruler across. It's perfectly flat. But the globe believers in the chat are swearing that there's a curve. They're putting up the thing and saying, "Don't you see the curve?" And I absolutely do not see it. So even within timelines, there's some sort of fucking like goggles that people wear that they can only see certain things. Like, I don't fucking know. It's insane.
So this is something we're dealing with within our own house. So he is obviously awake, and we are constantly, and we both understand both sides of it. So it's not causing an issue other than just a momentary what the fuck. We in the same house are not in the same timelines. And this isn't a matter of female talking, male not listening, because he's really good about listening. It is, I will say something or I will ask for something and he will, okay, I got it, whatever. And then he forgets to do it or whatever. On my side, for him, I never asked. So we've started doing things in chat. Instead, I just use Discord, which we use for trading anyway. So, and everybody makes fun that we're in the same house, blah, whatever. But our offices are in completely different rooms, so we're not going to yell. Anyway, I will send him a message to do something or, you know, please add this to your list or whatever. He does the big stuff. I do everything else. So they'll disappear. I was getting really frustrated. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I understand you're under a lot of stress right now. And he's like, I really, honestly do not remember any of that ever happening. And he suggested it originally. He was like, we have to be in different timelines. I'm like, we're in the same house. He's like, I understand that, but it didn't happen for me. So yeah, we started using Discord and sure enough, shit disappears. So within the same fucking household, we're in different timelines.
So there's been, it's kind of good to hear things like this because there's been times where I've sent people things and I know for sure I've sent them. Like, I've intentionally sent shit to Bill where, like, okay, our text will save the picture, so now I can delete this or video or whatever, and it'll be there. And it's just not there anymore. And I know, and he knows, but it's just gone. It's not there anymore. It's just insane that shit Blue like that just disappears.
So Thursday, we talked a lot. Like, both of us remember talking a lot. Friday morning, I go to check my texts, and it says the last time I talked to her was like 6 o'clock on Wednesday. I'm like, what? No. And I messaged her, and I'm like, she's like, no, we definitely talked yesterday. I'm like, check your phone. Nothing on Thursday.
It's gone.
Nothing.
What the fuck is going on?
Timelines.
You guys are scaring me. I gotta go. I'm leaving. I'm gonna hop in my DeLorean.
Right, I wish. On the other side of that, though, it really gives you a different just concept of what is going on, and like you have to just not be annoyed and frustrated like most people would be. Like, you didn't fucking do that. Well, guess what? It didn't happen. It didn't exist, so they wouldn't have known. So, and yes, I'm the first person to be like, I was frustrated at first, but then we figured it out, and I'm like, holy shit. Okay. So, yeah, I definitely asked to do several things in different timelines. I'll even fucking text now. I'll text, I'll Discord, I will physically say in person. And we have a joke. I'm like, repeat it back. Like, I'll say something and I say, repeat it back. And he will.
Make
okay,
sure
got
I
it.
know.
And then later on, doesn't remember happening. So different timelines within different households. So have patience with those that you live with, because like it might not have existed.
Son of a bitch.
I know.
This
and
is a lot.
Just as hard of a fucking worker as I am. So there's no way he'd be like, I want to get out of work and not,
Yeah, exactly.
No way. Like, he wants
when you just know people. Yeah.
Yeah. But
like, just to play devil's advocate just a little bit, like, I'm sure you're familiar with, like, when people go through experiences and, like, specifically like traumatic events, they remember things differently, so they kind of, so I wonder if that's just like something that's happening like on a minuscule level amongst everyone, is that, we're just remembering things differently. Even so, like, not to say that these things aren't happening on the same timelines, we're just remembering them differently. Is that a possibility?
I have a branch of theory. When I am in the city, I wear my copper beanie, and I don't know where it's at right now. It's actually probably charging or discharging. I have to, because I will have memories, songs, whatever, implanted every time I'm in the city. It doesn't matter if I'm in Vegas. It doesn't matter if I'm in Bakersfield. If I am in a city, I have memories that are not real, or I'll see things that I know are not real. Second I put my copper beanie on, it blocks it all. So are our memories even real, or are they all implanted?
Son of a bitch. So
why do you have to break my brain every time I talk to you, man?
Snoop, the thing about people remembering things differently, and some of the things I can maybe go along with that, but some of them it's like the thing I said with my boss's cell phone. Like, how would I hear a voice message that he created and then all of a sudden he just says he never did it? Like, I heard his voice message saying he works for the city of blah, blah, blah. This is so-and-so. I heard it.
Hey, Bill.
I called. I heard it. Now it's gone. Like, I don't know how those things happen. There's no other explanation other than something's fucking weird. Something is.
Timelines. Yeah. I was making
It's
notes
the timelines.
When I started realizing how many branches there are of everything, because I've been aware of the timelines for a very long time. I don't remember exactly when I was like, oh shit, all right, but I was pretty young. And when I started, I guess, paying attention to them, it became more apparent within each one. And for a while, I just let it go. Like, I can't control this, whatever, don't care. But then I got to the point of, is this really all our own Truman shows? Like, do each of us have our own Truman show? And that was when I started paying attention to them. Here's the fun one. And this is the most fucked up. Where is your kidneys? Where are your kidneys?
So I saw you post about this, and I can absolutely with 100% certainty tell you they're in your lower back, because
kidney punch, right?
Not only kidney punch, my dad used to have a lot of kidney problems because he was a heavy drinker. And he used to have to drink baking soda with other stuff to try to clean them out. Yep. And every time he complained about it would be like, it would be like, oh, my lower back. Oh, it hurts.
Same.
That's how it would always be. I had a kidney stone. I had multiple kidney things. It was always my lower back. There was times in my life where I hurt my lower back, and I was like, God, I hope it's not my kidneys, because at the time I was doing a ton of fucking pharmaceuticals, and it was like, I probably trashed my kidneys. Fuck. It was always the lower back. Always, my kidney.
Yeah.
Kidney punch, like you said, when we were kids. Kidney punch, you used to say it and then do it.
So the day that RJ is the one that posted it, and that was when I saw it. And I think I tagged him in the original. So he said, if your kidneys were not in the same spot, would you pay attention to Mandela's? That was the post. And I was like, I mean, they already moved our heart, so kidneys is not that far off. So sure enough, I look it up, but I found both ways. I looked up 20 different medical websites, and some of them were changed and some of them were not. The next day, it's all changed. So do we have a transition time? That one is
Apparently.
my fucking mind, because I thought it was just like, yay, we branch. But maybe there's like a bleed where it kind of like
a blur
kind of pulls apart. Back in 2020, I had a chest scan, and they did full chest scan. It was my heart, my lungs, everything. It was from the fake COVID bacteria, whatever bullshit that was going on. But I had lung issues. Literally looked like I had fucking bats, scar tissue in my lung, like flying little bats all over. It was horrible. So they did a chest scan. My heart's on my left side. Cool, whatever. I've always known it's on my left side. Like I've been in, I don't even know how many anatomy classes at the time. I was I was finishing my doctorate at that point, but I already had, medical degree.
Put your right hand over your heart and say blah, blah, blah. It's on your left side. Yeah.
10, 11 months later, I go back in and I have the exact same scan, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, is that from a different angle? And the nurse is like, no, straight on. I'm like, okay, that's just making sure. She goes, why? I go, because my heart's in the wrong spot. She was like, your heart's on the center. I go, no. You remember right hand over your heart? It's on the left side. She's like, no, that's just what they told you. And I'm like, okay. So I just let it go. I knew about him at the time. I didn't give a shit. I'm not going to argue with a fucking nurse when I can see everything in front of me. We have another fire or whatever. Anyway, so that for me, back in 2021, was when our heart went to the center. And then when I had the hole in my heart and they went up my right leg to go into the carotid artery to go through and put the patch in, whatever else. And exactly, wedding ring on your left hand because it's closer to your heart.
It's a big one. Yes, I forgot about that one. Yep.
So the way they should have been able to get into my heart was on my left side. And I asked about it because they're cleaning everything on my right side, getting it all, whatever, ready to go. And I was like, shouldn't you be going in my left? And they were like, no, I'm going the right side. I'm like, oh, all right. Weird. But at the time, I mean, they're saving my life, so whatever. But on the other side of that, I had 4 heart attacks. And when I started recalling everything, I died in all of those, and they just jumped me into new timelines. So maybe I would have just kept going and gotten into a timeline where my heart wasn't, blown out by graphene oxide. Who knows? But those little things that they're changing, there has to be a point where everything just kind of branched in my mind, but maybe it's not. Maybe they're all just completely fucking different. Or maybe there are just mirrors of other ones. I have no idea. And I
don't that's what I was wondering, if maybe it's a mirrored thing. Like, is it we're just looking at it from a mirrored perspective. But the center wouldn't make sense with the heart.
So this.
Yeah, that whole thing's fucked up.
In my room. And I make sure my mirror doesn't come to my bed cover my bed. Because in our house, because we're in the mountains, whatever, you have bugs, it's fine. And I have seen several flies go through the mirror. So I make sure that my mirror is not pointed towards my bed because I don't want anything coming in while I'm asleep.
Sure, that's why. No, but for some people,
look in the mirror.
So for some people, this shit sounds absolutely crazy.
Yep.
But when things you knew in your own life, like to me, the heart center was a fucking no-go. I'm like, that's absolutely not true. I remember my whole life what we were taught. For the people who the cornucopia was a huge one for me. Stupid shit, like in movies, like I get they could change stuff, but then you have like Risky Business where he slides in with the fucking glasses. The costumes have glasses. When people mimic it in movies, they have the glasses, but he doesn't have glasses. Like, why are the people mimicking it? Why are they doing it the way we remember? But they say the original isn't. Like the monocle on the fucking Monopoly guy in Ace Ventura. Yeah. In Ace Ventura, when he does the thing, it's because the guy has a monocle. That's the whole entire reason he's saying that he looks like the Monopoly guy. Yeah. So how does that just disappear? Yes, Britney Spears, the skirt and the other fucking thing, all these things. It's like, yeah, these are things we all remember and have talked about, and they're doing it to fuck with us.
I remember Panic at the Disco. So Brennan Urie. I remember 2009 was when I was for sure he sold his soul. In this timeline, it's not like that. They were early 2000s. And I'm like, what? No. So, and I like Panic at the Disco. And there is an album that I know the words to and I listen that doesn't exist now.
That's awesome.
I'm like,
you created it in your head. Don't worry.
Apparently, an entire album. Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa is smiling again. Here's another one. And this is actually Panic at the Disco also. In Ballad of Mona Lisa, okay? He says, I would pay to see you smile. Pay to see you smile, okay? Whatever. I posted this the other day also. And like I belt out the song, and I don't sing. You guys know I'm tone deaf. But and I'm actually not tone deaf in the current timeline. I can sing. It's really weird. But to me, I'm still tone deaf. So I don't like whatever. I don't torture people. Just in case. So I'm listening to it about a week and a half ago, and it says, I would pay to see you frown. And I'm like,
that doesn't make sense.
That makes no sense. Mona Lisa's already frowning. Why would you pay to have him frown? And then somebody posted the other day, Mona Lisa's smiling again. And I was like, so I asked him, I was like, Ballad of Mona Lisa, sing it. And he was like, all right. And he does the smile, like gets all into it. And I was like, okay, look up the words. He's like, that too. Yes, that too. Looks up the words, pay to see you frown. I'm like,
yeah, there's a lot of them that they just change shit. And the thing that gets me is that some of them they change it to just doesn't make sense.
Right.
Like
be more
and
creative,
I guess
please.
people could argue like,
come on.
That's why you changed it in your head because it makes more sense. But like, think about the writers in movies, and it goes through editors, and it goes through people, and it goes through reading the lines. Like, you don't think that any of them thought of the right way to say it, and it's just us who are remembering it wrong after? Like, that seems ridiculous to me. Ridiculous to me.
But that's the bots, and that's the NPCs that are programmed to sidetrack us and argue with us. And that's why I don't argue.
Motherfucker.
We should just give up.
Poor Snoop is just like...
No, I just like, it's just so fascinating to me, all of it. Like, you know, because I believe that we are all living different timelines, and I do believe in the Mandela effect. I specifically remember when that Shazam movie came out.
I own it.
My friend, her mom worked for some movie company, I think, and so she would get like
shit early and stuff like that.
Yeah, screeners. They called them screeners. And so I would ditch school and I would borrow VHS. I would borrow VHS tapes from her and watch them while I ditched school. And then, of course, I'm a sports fan, so I remember Shaquille O'Neal. And then he came out with that movie Kazam. And I remember when that came out, going
like, what the fuck? It's just a rip off of.
It's the same fucking movie.
Yeah. Exactly. You put that in there to replace you, or replace the memory in your fucking head.
Yep.
Yeah.
So here's another one, and I did a video on this earlier today. What if we are stuck in this prison realm because we've already sold our soul in a prior timeline, whatever thing, and we're actually doing out our sentence?
What
I can't act on that, though.
Where's my loot? I mean, what did I get out of this sale? The fuck?
So if you think about it, though, you've got all of these new people that are obviously selling their soul. You've got actors, you know, musicians, sports people, whatever, players. I always call them sports actors, but whatever. You got all of these
Zach,
people
Garrett.
that
You're not wrong.
obviously have sold their soul new. Like it's this round of your meat suit. But what if we're just paying out our billion-year contract and there you go. I know I can't leave. I've talked to a lot of other people at this point who not necessarily have done it intentional, but they remember dying and coming back. And people don't remember what happened. And they're like, no, this
I'm going to say this on a podcast just one time. So if it does happen to me, you all know. Since I was a little kid, I had this vision in my brain every single time in my life that I go over train tracks. I imagine in my head a slow motion train hitting me from the side, but I'm always in the passenger seat in this. It's never when I'm driving. It's always when I'm in the passenger seat. And I picture a train like in slow motion hitting me. And like, I guess this was when I was younger, but like the slow motion where like your hair fucking and me, like all of it just being smashed to smithereens just for a second as I go over train tracks. My whole life since I was a little kid. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's a premonition that it's going to happen or that it did happen. I don't know what it is. But every single time I'm in a passenger seat, go over train tracks, that pops in my head.
Yeah, probably happened.
Who knows?
In
Motherfucker.
timeline.
That's why I'm all mangled to shit now.
I drowned, and I remember drowning, and it's very painful, by the way. And no, I was under for about 30 seconds. I went unconscious because I hit my head, and they pulled me out and did CPR. I'm like, no, I died.
You're all good.
But okay.
All good. New timeline.
Yeah.
Here you are.
If we can't die.
So in that timeline, are people mourning your death in the one that you came from?
The other Virgo tells me all the time to stop because he's traumatizing. He's traumatizing other timelines.
I'm saying, like, fuck, man. I feel bad for those people, man.
Well, remember when I came back January 16th and we had all the fucking for sale signs all the way down because all these people had died and there's 0 for sale signs. Like, there was a whole, like, 2 streets, main streets out of our, mountain that had ridiculous numbers. It was like every second or third house for a while had all these, houses for sale. And then when we came back that night,
did the realtor die and they had to remove the signs? Like,
no, they were still alive. But one of my neighbors remembers a lot of them dying. He also had back problems. And when we got back, like, we were climbing up the mountain and he's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? And I was like, different timeline. He's like, explain it later. So
we're all good. What about reincarnation?
Okay, yeah, that's actually what I was getting to. When this meat suit is done. Okay, and side note, when I decided to test this, 1, I made sure that there was no one else around that I could possibly hurt. And 2, I made sure that I was going to absolutely destroy this meat suit. There was no like, oh, I could be hurt. Oh, it could whatever. Literally hit my governor and went fucking straight in. So when this meat suit is done, like we get old, or I think honestly that's kind of the thing. Like, because our meat suits, because we're poisoned, whatever, we do age. So once it's done, that is when the reincarnation happens and we go back to being a child. Now, my biggest question with that is, do we go back to, like, do we just keep repeating? Like, this body was born in 1980. So do I go back to 1980? Or
do you come back to what age you were at?
Right. Do I come back into a new child in this day and age? And fuck God. That is why it's part of the reason I do take care of this body, because we need to get past the bullshit right now.
But if you did that, then you jumped back into the same age, correct?
Well, this is not my original body. So and no, I'm getting into it on this one. We did a whole podcast on it. But so was I reincarnated into this body when it was 7? How does that happen? Having lived everything that I have a completely different perspective on things than people that, just, oh, I've heard about reincarnation, or, oh, I've heard about this. I've lived through a lot of shit that no one could fucking explain. And okay, cool. So I've had a lot of questions for a very long time. And am I ever going to get answers? Probably not. but I know it happened. And how? Like, I had two people in this fucking body, or two entities, whatever, in this body for 36 years. Like,
you think that when, like, I know this is putting a comical spin on it, but you think, like, when daredevils and shit, like, do all this shit and they die all the time, like, they made it in one timeline, but in the other one, their whole fucking family's mourning them. Or, that's just crazy.
Evel Knievel.
There's
Evil
a great
Knievel.
example.
Do you guys remember him doing that
yes,
crazy fucking jump?
because he died and then didn't die, apparently.
Yeah.
And he's one of the ones.
Yeah, he's one of the ones. His son also.
So the guy that was supposed to be on the Here's the Thing this week is friends with Evel Knievel's son, and he actually built Evil Pie in Las Vegas, which is a pizza shop that's also a Evel Knievel museum.
Oh, cool.
So I'm gonna have to ask him about some of this. This is wild.
Be like, hey, what year did he die?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
remember he
fucking
made the
crazy.
jump. And then I heard later on that he didn't make the jump, and I'm like,
Which one? Like the Grand Canyon one or the?
I think it was a Grand Canyon one that he died, but yeah, that he died. But I remember he made it.
I'm not sure.
It was like a fucking world record, and there was this huge thing, and Guinness Book was there, and like all this shit. But here we are. He didn't make it.
There's a lot of people, and like, let's not overlook the benefactor, if you will, of the name, the Mandela effect, because I for sure remember Mandela dying in prison. I absolutely remember that. I remember it being talked about in school because I remember being like, who is this fucking dude? I don't care about him. He's from some other fucking country. I don't know anything about this dude. Blah, blah, blah. Dying in prison. And exactly. How the fuck did that happen? So that's a huge one that tons of people remember.
What year did Kurt Cobain die?
1994.
Are you sure?
That's what I remember.
I was a junior. That would have been 1996. I was a junior, and I remember because they did a moment of silence.
Well, I see. So I remember it differently because I remember I was still in Phoenix when he died. This was before I moved to Las Vegas in 1995. He died because I remember thinking, why didn't I go to the fair to see him play that year? I was like, holy shit! I went to Stone Temple Pilots the week before, but I didn't go see him. And not to change subjects, but I just looked up Evel Knievel died from diabetes and idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis.
That's insane to me. That's insane. Come on. So he died of old age, basically. Not old, but he died of like shit that he did to his own body, not from dying doing one of his fucking things. Come on.
This timeline is lit.
It's fucking crazy. I don't even know what to say to some of this. Like, am I really
so
that dumb?
Creative.
Do I really not remember all these things right? Did I really create memories in my own head? And do the memories that I created in my own head just happen to match memories that other people created in their head?
Snoop,
that's
look up
where
if
I
he
have
made
the
Grand
problem.
Canyon jump. See if he made the Grand Canyon jump.
I don't know.
It's gonna say it never. What Grand Canyon jump? What are you talking about? It's gonna be like it never happened. The fuck, man? I don't even know. I don't even get it.
Wow. Ominous. Epstein is just part of the theater.
Evel Knievel never actually attempted to jump the Grand
Oh, come on!
Fuck, what?
You're kidding me.
He proposed.
Oh my god!
We all just discussed whether he died during it or not, and now they're saying he never did it.
So what's fucking crazy is I remember it that like a lot of people said that he never actually jumped the Grand Canyon because he jumped like this spot that was like a part of the canyon or something. But so they discredited him.
Right.
But now they're saying it never happened at all, though, right?
Yeah. Evil Knievel never actually attempted to jump. Here, I'll make this full screen for people. Attempted to jump the Grand Canyon. He proposed the stunt, but was denied permission by the federal government. Instead, he focused on the Snake River Canyon jump in 1974, which also ended in failure.
Failure how, though? How do you fail to jump it and come out alive? Come on, man.
Whoever's running this prison realm, please be more creative. This is getting boring.
They come up with some good stories, though. I mean, it's great. Like, fuck, man. I don't even know. I don't even know where to go from here. I'm just so glad.
Totally lit. I'm just throwing it out there.
So glad I have you guys and all the people I met online, because the people in my real life, except for maybe a handful, less than a handful, would be like, I don't know, let's just Google it and see what it says. That must be right. Like, totally not trusting what they remember themselves. And that's what I see a lot of people getting caught up in, especially with Mandela, but a lot of other things with, like, dinosaurs. Like, no one ever said that petroleum comes from dinosaurs. The fuck they didn't. That's what we were told our whole lives. Now they say that never happened.
Fossil fuel. That's where the fucking term comes from.
They're like, no, it comes from decomposing plants and all kinds of animals. Like, we were told our whole lives, thank God the dinosaurs died, so we have all this fucking fuel. It's absolutely insane that they try to deny these things, just like the Mandela things. And then some people will just Google it and say, that's what it says. That must be right. And be like, well, yeah, I mean, I kind of thought that, but, you know, Google said different, so now just whatever. Like, don't do that.
Have you guys read Orwell's 1984? Have you actually
I read it twice. I read it once in school and then once when I was on tour in my early 20s. So it's still been 20-something years. But yes.
So
they made a book out of that?
I read it in high school. And then I read it again 2 years ago. The story is not the same. Not the same.
Oh, no.
So,
yeah. I'm gonna have to ask El Poopy. He just ordered the book from Amazon.
Well, if you do Amazon, it's digital, and they can change whatever the fuck they want.
No. He bought a hard copy book off of Amazon.
On Amazon, okay. So yeah. I had a hard copy original, and of course, when I left the house, my mom got rid of all my shit. But whatever.
Yeah.
So when I did it, whatever, I did the Kindle version of it. Read it. I didn't want to Audible it. I probably should have. Whatever. But like so much of that movie was different. The hooker, the girl, like all of the things in there, just minute little details were different. One of the things that stuck though, and it was the same, was the price of chocolate. And they were talking about the newsprint a couple days before had said that the price of chocolate was going down. And then he was printing it and he thought about it and the price of chocolate was going up. And then he was told not to print it or something. And then the next day, they actually raised the price of chocolate and did another headline saying that it was going down. And people just roll with it. And then his neighbor, when he's walking through, the fat neighbor, is like, oh, you hear the price of chocolate's going? Like, whatever. That's literally the programming bullshit that we're in. People are just like, oh, yeah, the news said this or Google said this or whatever. Yeah. So it's like people vaccinating their fucking pets because, oh, there's rabies. The news told me to. Well, guess what? I can never see you again in my life. Yes, I'm still butthurt about that. And no, it hasn't changed, unfortunately. I was really hoping that changed. I don't have mRNA pet vaccines in this one, though.
I have a good friend who may or may not be listening right now who fought tooth and nail to not get their cat vaccinated for rabies. Yeah. Because...
I mean, I did too.
Why the fuck would you? You don't need to, especially an old inside cat. All this shit, like, it's very hard. And, like, my wife works at a vet, and a lot of these people know the stuff. Like, they'll know that it's not necessary, but, like, no, we have to. They make us do it. Like, that's what's wrong with everybody is that they just go along. They just, well, that's what we have to do.
We wouldn't be in this... Whatever.
Yep.
The antibody test. I did a video on this too. I just found out Oklahoma will not allow the antibody tests anymore because too many people were requesting it and not vaccinating their pets. So the state of Oklahoma made it illegal. So you can have a 10-year-old dog who's already had all of its required by the state, but because now they won't allow this antibody test, and that originally apparently was what it was for, is the older animals. Okay, first of all, antibodies are fake. So what the fuck? Viruses are fake. And I tell people all the time, it's an $80 fake test. Just fucking have it done, and then you get your tags, and you don't have to poison your animal. But X took Roz to the vet or not to the vet. He called the vet. I was like, do not take him there. Calls the vet to see if they can do the titer test. And that's how we found out. I was like, fuck them in the face. So it's to the point that enough people have just said, okay, that they know they can just push the majority of the population. And I have so many people tell me that I'm judgy or that I don't understand or whatever. I fucking moved to a place that I did not have to have Victor vaccinated again. I made sure, I verified when we got here that I did not. And then, of course, with the blood work, that was an issue because nobody would do blood work, and that sucked. But just dogs around here, like Logan's not vaccinated. I don't have to. If you're in the fucking city, that's a little bit different. It's a lot different. When we lived in the city, they literally sent the fucking sheriff and animal control to take my boys. So that is why Victor and Marcus had their 2017 rabies shot, because I could not leave the state, and they gave us 3 days or they were going to take and euthanize our boys. And I made that decision to poison them, knowing what it was, or having them instantly euthanized. I rolled the dice. So for everybody who wants to say that I, whatever, guess what? I've fucking been there. I fucking get it. But there are alternatives. And then as soon as I could, I left the state. So that was my
everybody
alternative.
has to do what's fucking right for them, but
Exactly.
you gotta try. You gotta at least try.
Is people don't try. Like if
if
trying,
enough people try, and
fucking
maybe
gonna back you.
Yeah.
If you're just like, whatever, I have to. I'm not gonna look at alternatives. I lost all respect for you. If you are doing absolutely everything you can and you still are up against a wall, I get it. I was fucking there. But if you're just like, they told me to, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
At least
sorry.
try.
I have zero
Try
respect.
to fucking win against the system once in a while, please.
If more people would, we would have a chance. But they won't because, oh no, I'll lose my job. Oh no, I'll, lose my whatever. Okay, well, they can't do it to everybody. But also, there's maybe 2 to 3% of actual real people. The rest are NPCs in any given timeline.
Fuck.
God damn, there's a lot of them.
Sorry. Sam.
Just not as many as you think, because the population's a lie also. So
The population.
Yeah.
I mean, I have my Tower of Babel theory, where it wasn't that they split the languages, it was that they split the timelines.
Shit.
Yeah. That always gets Bible thumpers. They're like, wait, what? No, it says it was this.
Yeah, no need for a mud flood. We'll just split the timelines.
We'll just split the timelines. The world ends a couple times a week. And I've had a lot of people contact me at this point that remember also. So last Tuesday, we had this huge fucking earthquake here. California literally went off the fucking grid, gone. Okay? Including us. Everything blacked out for about half a second. And then it was fine. I was like, okay. My phone was literally blowing the fuck up. I have an earthquake thing on here and I have a fire thing because we're in California. Fires were going, earthquakes are going. I finally look at my phone and it's like just shit ton of notifications. I'm like, what the fuck? And then earthquake. Oh, magic. Cool. And then we're gone. The next day, one of the big accounts posted that California is 95% likely to have an earthquake that takes them off the grid. And I'm like, they're fucking trolling us. They
already
happened
did.
yesterday. What's wrong with you? But they do this shit all the fucking time. And some of us have the memories of it. Why do you think I have a fucking blue roof? Yeah.
You just like the color blue. That's all.
The color blue.
You also did it so big accounts could steal that from you and post it and get a bunch of views off of it.
I was gonna say you were engagement farming.
If I had been monetized, I would have been pissed.
Yeah.
I didn't put a stamp on it. I didn't think anybody would fucking even see it because I was so whatever. Like, whatever.
That's the thing when people are like, "Oh, you should have watermarked your video." I'm like, I don't think about that when I'm doing it. I'm just like, I want to put this video out.
People are gonna see it. Whatever.
And then I'm like, "Oh, this motherfucker.
Yeah.
This motherfucker."
Yeah. I blocked so many big accounts for that. So many, because they download as their own, and they're like, "What's happening here?"
You're stealing a video. You're
stealing a video, exactly. Or the screenshots kill me even more. So I've started doing that to large accounts that I know do it, and they get pissy. And I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Do you remember when you did this to me? Go fuck yourself.
How's it feel?
I'll block now." Also, I'm not monetized,
I stole your shit. Now I blocked you.
Have you gotten a response about that dude on YouTube using your video on that Joe DeRosa guy?
No. I did report it. I reported it on YouTube, and YouTube said they would follow up. That was the extent of it.
Follow up.
That's it. It's the end of it.
I'm sure he sold his soul, so he's protected. That's fine. Anybody like that? And he's an obvious those.
Yeah. So
I've been so candid with all of my fucking friends lately. I almost said it. Sorry, Ted. He's like, are we still on? He's obviously one of those, so he's protected. It's fine.
Yeah, he's definitely he's high up in the comedy community for sure. But hey, I got
I actually say? I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't say that word.
Can't do nothing.
Fucking July. There you go.
I got another new Mandela effect video here regarding Willy Wonka. If you guys want to watch it,
yes.
Short, 2 minutes.
Okay. So starting off,
if it's the same one I saw,
chocolate bar. It's a fucking chocolate bar. It's a fucking chocolate bar. All right, go.
Okay, all right. We don't even need to watch the video.
It's a chocolate bar. You know, I know.
Chocolate bar.
Yeah, we'll just play a few seconds. We don't have to watch the whole thing.
All right.
Okay, did you guys hear about the new Mandela effect that was just discovered? And I'm sure there's more of these to be discovered, by the way. There's old VHSs, there's old tapes, there's things we haven't seen in a while, that if we go back, I guarantee there's more Mandela effects to be discovered. But this one, in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory from 1971 with Gene Wilder, which is pretty weird, by the way, has a shocking Mandela effect, so let's get into it. So, we know that to get the golden ticket, you have to buy a chocolate bar, right? Not some Willy Wonka product, but like a actual legit chocolate bar. But what if I told you, you could pop your VHS in, if you still have one, and go watch the original, never been tampered with, not digitally altered. Charlie gets gifted, a moon pie now, not a chocolate bar, as the first chance to getting a golden ticket. The timeline is, he got the birthday treat at home, which makes no sense if you watch the clip. He's like, I think I got it. You don't get a golden ticket if it's on a chocolate bar. So what the heck, and no one remembers it being a moon pie. It was supposed to be a chocolate bar. Then Grandpa Joe secretly takes his saved tobacco money and buys Charlie a traditional rectangular Wonka bar. That one is a dud. And then in the street later, he buys again, chocolate bar, not a moon pie, and gets the golden ticket. This one doesn't really make sense. The movie specifically states you need to get a chocolate bar to win. So why would he and Grandpa think he would even possibly win unless he had...
So, I mean, that's it, dude. Like what
I remember is he bought a chocolate bar and didn't win, and then his grandfather did whatever and bought a second one, and that one won. It doesn't make any sense with a moon pie.
Ominous. It's not AI. I know people that have both VHS and DVDs that verified this.
I was gonna say I have a digital copy. I might be able to pull it up on screen here, but I'd have to find the exact moment, in the movie. I don't know where it's at in the.
It's in like the first set. I want to say it's like within the first 7 minutes. So, yeah. But
don't worry about it, Snoop. We can pull it up.
Sarah.
All right.
Be nice. Amber.
That's not the mic you're using.
I'm so used to being on this side. Okay, they stopped.
That's good stuff.
I have 31 chickens. And,
oh my goodness,
it's a lot. Most of them are outside, so 28 of them are outside. But I have my 3 littles inside, and they're Americanas. They have the fluffy cheeks. They're super cute. So it's Amber, Erin, and Sarah. Erin is my leader. She's super adorable, and Amber's my follower, and Erin just kind of like is the in between. Currently, they are up on one of the ledges. And they're just walking, whatever. And then Sarah just goes over and, like, boots Erin off. Like, why are you doing that? That's mean.
That's just what they do.
Anyways,
just how they roll.
I love them.
Real quick,
the microphone next time.
So I remember he couldn't afford a chocolate bar, so we got a moon pie thing. Then later they got the bar from the Grandpa Joe.
A lot of people have said that. A lot of people
have,
said
and
it was
the
because
thing
he couldn't
that
afford it first.
that hits me about that is how much would the price difference be between a moon pie and a chocolate bar?
Yeah.
Like that's where I have the weirdness with that. Like they made a whole thing where they bought him a moon pie.
Also, you're wasting money on a moon pie if you're looking for the golden ticket because golden tickets were only on a chocolate bar.
Yeah,
it's like that in the book
that's
too.
what doesn't make sense to me, but a lot of people have said that's how they remember it. So that's how they switched it. No.
I know I'm doing it right now.
Click, 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 click.
I have a lot of books. Surprise.
This man remembers the prices.
Okay,
Damn.
I'm gonna order this. It's a thrift book, original print. And nope, that's there it is. Okay. $6 I'm ordering.
So if you can afford an RC Cola and a moon pie, why can't you afford a chocolate bar? What the fuck? And then how does he get the money later and then buy one? Why didn't he just wait and he would have already been halfway there if the moon pie was 50 cents and the chocolate bar was $1? Why did he waste it? The fuck?
Exactly.
Sup, Cram?
What up, Cram?
There it is.
So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm not saying anybody's wrong. I'm just saying how I remember it is different than how other people remember it. That's all I know. I don't ever remember hearing about a moon pie in that movie
I don't either.
at all. I don't remember anything about a moon pie because the Wonka chocolate bar was like the fake thing. This was all in a movie. A moon pie is something that exists in real life. That's the only thing out of, well, the gobstoppers, I guess, and stuff like that once he goes in there. But
I just ordered the book. So when I get it, we'll see.
moon pie is a real thing. We'll check it out. All right, we're at 3 hours.
The moon is
Anything else
fake.
before we wrap up? Yeah, the moon's fake. There was never a moon pie. Didn't happen.
I mean, the moon is installed, so.
There can't be a moon pie when there's no real moon. All right, guys?
It's true. It's true.
It's installed. Okay. Is that
That's
different?
actually.
Have you guys already covered that?
The what? The fake moon?
The installation of the moon to watch us?
No.
Like it's not
People
a
have said
thing.
that because I know that also ties in with the Anunnaki thing and all that. I'm not saying that's what you're saying. I'm saying that they also believe that it's a man-made thing, I think. Well, not man.
Not
but
man-made. It's
made by something and that it's there observing us and blah, blah, blah.
and we're in our own Truman Show. It's great.
That's for sure.
The moon's
That's for
cheese.
sure.
What kind of cheese? I was actually told that as a child, and I'm like, what kind?
It's got to be Swiss because the holes. Duh. God. It's so
Right.
obvious.
Swiss holes go all the way through.
Well, so do the moon since we can see through it. So
Since we
we're
can see
good.
through it.
We're good to go.
Thin slice. Yeah. So if you consider Mandela's whatever, you also have to consider that you can move within the timelines, obviously. So you can change things, changing your past. And this is for anybody that has trauma. And I've been really pushing with this a lot lately with friends that have trauma. You can change things from your past. And Ted, you and I talked about this probably fucking a year ago at this point, where I was like, I'm changing little things and I'm going to see how it works. And I was verifying them with my mom. So I changed my pets' names. I changed clothes that I wore. I changed shoes that I bought. Like all these little tiny details that only my mom would know. But I was verifying them with her. And then I would sleep or whatever I was doing. And I would change them. And then I would ask her a couple of days later. And I wouldn't put anything in there. I'd just be like, hey, do you remember, this whatever thing? What was that? And she'd be like, oh, it's this. Okay, cool. Thanks. So you can change your past, which means, one, your trauma that you think you had, you can change that. They also are starting to do this in psychology. It's called it's therapeutic time something. I forget exactly what it is. Anyways, I was looking into it a couple weeks ago. But instead of having, I was a child, I was a victim, I was whatever, I was a child, I didn't have control of the circumstance, but an adult who did or could intervened, and that's what changed it. Whether it happened in all timelines or not doesn't matter. You're finding a timeline that was the reality, and that is how you're changing it forward, which is also why I have zero trauma, because I've either changed it or I've let it go because I don't know what the fuck's real.
You're fixing your shit. That's what's happening. Shit.
Exactly. So you guys can do it. I promise. I've seen it many, many times at this point, and I get it. As adults, we hold on to a lot of things, but if you're just holding on to the negative, you're not moving forward. Let the negative go or change it and switch it up to a positive. Also, words are spells. Make sure that every single thing that comes out of your mouth is positive. I want every single one of you watching, except for the retard that was, trolling. Instead of saying no worries, because a lot of people do that, all good. And just see how your world changes around. It is absolutely amazing how much just one little fucking phrase can change so much in your world.
What did I message you earlier before the stream? We were talking on WhatsApp. I said something like, "Oh, the studio's all set up, ready to go, whatever." And then you messaged me back, and I said, "All good, bro." I didn't say no worries. I said, "All good."
You did.
Bro.
And what's funny is I have a text from Templar that says "no worries." The first thing he said, I swear to God, I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. That's crazy.
Yeah. And I correct people now. Like friends, they'll reply, "No worries." I'm like, "It's all good." They're like, "It's all good."
It's all good.
Go delete that. Yeah.
Get rid of that text.
But
holy shit.
Positive
it's always
shit only, and you can change your past. I think that's part of the thing they tell us. You can't change your past, you can only change your future. Well, you can change both. So believe in yourself. Know that you're the creator of your Truman Show reality, whatever it is, and change your shit because your life will get immensely better. I had people contact me after the January 16th jump that they were 20 pounds lighter, that they didn't have health issues. People were back in their life. One girl remembered her dad dying. And when he showed up at her door, he was like, "You look like you saw a ghost." And she was just like, "I did."
You are the ghost.
She's like, "I literally, I had absolutely nothing that was going to come out of my mouth. And I tried so hard." And there you go. So for all the people that contact me and they're like, "How do I bring back a dead loved one?" Well, it's possible. I've seen it. Fuck, I saw everybody on my fucking mountain come back. That was so weird. But yeah, there's a timeline that they exist. So
except for that one realtor.
That
motherfucker. This one realtor.
They're gone for sure.
Yeah. I'm sure the realtor that I had has died several times. He's basically fat bastard. So yeah. He literally looks like Austin Powers' fat bastard. Not even like so unhealthy. Like,
hilarious.
What are you doing with your life? Full of parasites, I'm sure.
Because I'm unhappy, and I'm unhappy because I eat. That's how
Change
it goes.
your life.
Change it. All right, everybody. Thank you so much.
Love you guys.
Snoop, tell them where to go.
Go to phoneboothpodcast.substack.com. Check out all the podcasts that are on there. So much content. It's free. And that's my favorite four-letter F word. Despite what most people think, free is my favorite four-letter F word. And go check it out. Check out the episode. Happy Flat Earth Friday, since we don't talk about Flat Earth at all on this podcast. But go check it out. phoneboothpodcast.substack.com. Also, hey, while you're there, give a look-see at the old merch store and get some threads, dude. It's summertime. You need a new T-shirt. And, hey, is there ever a bad time for a coffee cup? No. So,
you coffee cups now?
Yeah, just dude. 2. Coffee always lays flat. Check it out. It's a good one.
Holy shit.
Yeah, dude, we don't...
Coffee always lays flat.
Listen, you don't even have to drink coffee out of the cup. You can put tea in it if you like. You can
that lays flat as well.
Yeah, you can put water in it. Also flat. But yeah, head on over there to phoneboothpodcast.substack.com. It's amazing.
Do it. And
do it.
Check out canambullion.com for all your gold, silver, and platinum coins, bars, and bullion. Snoop's slacking on pulling it up, but go there. Not financial advice. Just check it out. It's smart to do. Inflation's a bitch. Gold, silver, and platinum are not bitches. I assure you of that. They won't leave you in the middle of the night. Anyway, that's good enough. Thank you, everybody. Love you guys. As always, we of course love Allie. She'll be back many times.
Love you guys. I'll be on more often as soon as winter hits. Right now, it's a little busy.
It's always busy in the summer. I'm fucking beat all the time because it's 110 degrees and I'm out working in it.
Yeah.
It's fucking tiring. As your glow from your sun. Yes. With some salt in it.
Baking soda.
Some salts.
Baking soda.
And baking soda. Sorry. Don't listen to me. Listen to her. Baking soda is life. Good night, everybody. Peace. Love you guys.
Bye, guys. Love you.
Good night, everybody.